Welcome to Homomachina. This is a Cyberpunk Red TTRPG actual play that follows 3-player characters and their choices through Night City. This is session 1, high tech, low life. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to Night City, a place full of crime, chrome, and opportunity. The year is 2045 and Night City is still dealing with the aftermath of the Fourth Corporate War. Central Night City is still heavily irradiated, but Night City citizens are still doing their best to make the most of it. People have risen and fallen from power, and new corps are rising from the wreckage. You hear sirens off in the distance. You smell exhaust from all the morning traffic. And the only relief from today's heat is from the mega buildings that reach for the sky that are covered in bright and loud advertisements for the newest preem television show or some gonk medication to increase your performance. But as any day starts, you start with a newscast. So let me present to you today's news. Good morning, Night City. This is N54 News, bringing you the latest updates from the mean streets of our beloved metropolis. Grab your NeuroStem coffee plug-in and tune out that noise. Let's dive into our headlines. A brain dance overload warning has been issued by the NCPD, warning about a new type of brain dance making the rounds in the underworld. Dubbed Digital Abyss, this BD is said to be extremely immersive and dangerously addictive, with several users already hospitalized in a comatose state. If you're a thrill seeker, tread carefully. This one could fry your synapses for good. Ripper docs across the city are pulling certain lines of Kiroshi optics after reports of malfunctioning augmentations leading to severe neural damage. The recall affects thousands of implants, and many citizens are protesting the lack of compensation for those affected. Kiroshi representatives have yet to issue a statement, but the backlash could be explosive. And lastly, today's weather. Sunny with a chance of acid rain. The weather today is set to be a scorcher, with temperatures expected to hit 40 degrees Celsius in the afternoon. Be aware, though, there's a high probability of acid rain later tonight. If you're headed out, make sure your gear is sealed tight and your chrome is polished. No one wants their mods to rust. That's all for today, folks. Stay sharp out there. Night City isn't for the faint of heart. This is N54 News signing off. Remember, your future is in your hands. So you now have the news forecast and every update on the hour, every hour on N54 News. But right now it is currently very sunny and already a blistering hot in Pacifica. In a community of cargo container homes, there are a few kids playing street hockey before it gets too dark, too hot, and the voodoo boys are already making their errands. Based. Would you like to describe your character for us and what he is currently doing?
Yes, cool. Okay. My character is a mid-20s, sort of thin, athletic white guy with black hair pulled up into like a high ponytail with a side shave on each one and sort of a thin beard around the chin. The beginnings of a goatee, dressed in sort of like athletic leisure wear that probably should have been washed a few days ago, but he gives it a quick sniff and it'll go for one more day probably. The inside of his container is an absolute mess for now, but he'll get to it when he gets to it. Maybe when he has company, if ever. And he has, I don't know what you call them, sort of those like circuitry lines up his neck and into his face, sort of like Elle has on right now, and green neon light tattoos running up and down both of his arms from shoulder to wrist. Sort of a various patterns of different swirls and spikes and lines, and no real actual shapes or figures or anything.
And what would he be doing at this time?
He probably would have just turned the TV off because he's heard enough of the news. It's the same thing every day. And getting up, trying to find something around the apartment to eat, just like scrounging around.
And you're able to scrounge something up. Probably not the best you've ever had, but it's something a little nicer than kibble today, which is great. But at this time, you get a ping from your agent.
Like text or call?
This is a text ping. What does your text ping sound like?
Ooh. he gets it all day long, every day. So probably just a really light, sort of high-pitched ding, almost like a hotel front desk bell.
And you hear that little bell go off. You've got tons and tons of notifications on this agent at the moment. A lot of them are relating to the net. Fixers trying to hire you for gigs. You've got a few corps in there asking you to work for them. They've offered you a couple of positions multiple times. But the most recent notification you get is a message from Rose Red.
I will not ignore that one.
And all it says, got another gig for you, Choom. This could be an interesting one. Date's given in person at 11 a.m. Do not be late this time.
Does it give a location?
You've worked with Rose Red before, so you know Rose Red is located in the Upper Marina.
So it's pretty much always the same spot. I'll reply back. It's always interesting if it's from you. I'll see you around 11-ish.
Do, period, not all capital letters. She's found a way to have it underlined. Dot, be, dot, late, dot.
Do they have emojis in this world? I think so. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll send a thumbs up.
You can almost feel her seething through the other end, even though she has not sent anything back. And as you send that message, are you getting up to go? Or are you taking your sweet time, eating your breakfast, and lounging for a bit longer?
No, I'll go. I'll whatever I have. Hopefully it's mobile. Probably something in a cup, and I'll grab like some sort of like tracksuit jacket, throw it over my shoulder, and head out.
Alrighty, and you're able to head out. Are you walking? Are you calling a cab? Do you have a car?
I would say I'd have a Metro card, and I'd probably head to the nearest station there. I don't have a car.
Alrighty, you're able to get to the closest Metro and get on the train and start heading to the Upper Marina. And as that is happening, in Haywood, on the border of Santo Domingo, tucked away in what used to be an old butcher shop, is Whitechapel Clinic. An older man with graying dark hair and brown eyes is watching over his apprentice while she installs interface plugs for a client. Plum, would you like to describe your character for us and what she is doing?
So Fang is in her early 20s. She's 23, and she has this kind of very light lilac skin with this light pink hair that glows at the end, and she has magenta eyes. And true to her name, she has little fangs that she has installed, the vampires. She has a light tattoo of a rose on her neck, and she's very much into the urban streetwear, so like big jackets, crop tops, short shorts, and like glowing sneakers, very comfortable. And she would probably be very focused on installing the equipment correctly, especially since Jax is watching.
And Jax just has his like head peeking over, and he's got a little smile on his face, even though Fang can't see it. And he's just kind of bobbing back and forth like, you're doing wonderful. That's it. They're going to be great. They're not going to have any issues with these. As he is giving little reassurances that Fang is currently doing a good job. And Jax has the Night City Slammers highlights from last night's game on the television in the corner. So you can hear that going on, talking about how their first baseman actually got a homer yesterday, and that helped win the game. And Jax really, really likes baseball, really enjoys baseball. But while you're doing this, while you're installing these interface plugs for a newbie netrunner named Dud, your agent beeps.
So I'm mid surgery. I guess she would probably ask Jax. She would say, Jax, was that my agent?
Yeah, you have a couple of notifications, I think, that have been going on. I think that's what that is. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And what does your agent sound like when these little notifications go off?
It'd probably be something kind of dainty, like a doo-doo-doo.
And he will describe that. It went doo-doo-doo. So mine does. I don't think mine does that.
Yours? Yes. Yes. It does.
So, it does. Oh. But I'll take over for you if you want me to take over. If you need to go.
Yeah, I'd like to check that, actually. Thank you.
Gotcha. And he very, almost seamlessly, takes in the spot and starts picking up exactly where you left off to get these interface plugs plugged in for Dud. And if you pick up your phone, your agent, you have a few notifications from clients. Some are asking to book a date or reschedule a therapy session. But your most recent notification is from a number you have not saved. Fixer here. Need a med tech for an upcoming gig. Don't want trauma team. Heard you're good. Deets to be given at 11 a.m. sharp at apartment 572-99022 Hudson Mills, Upper Marina. Do not be late. Tell Jax I said hi. RR.
Jax, do you know an RR?
And you see little sparks flying for a second, and he just looks over for a second. Trying to recall an RR. And a few long moments pass. Oh. Yeah, she's something else. And he starts going back to these interface plugs.
What does that mean?
If it's who I'm thinking it is, she used to be media. And if you didn't want anybody's deets getting out, you sure as shit didn't tell her.
Well, somehow she got my deets. And she wants a med tech.
Could be good for you.
I guess. Any experience is good experience. I have to see her at 11. All the way up in the marina.
He looks over at the clock. You might want to get going then.
All right, I guess I'll do this. You're good though?
Oh, yeah. Dud's fine with me. He really needs to think of a different handle. Because that might not last very long for him. And he puts down little glasses so that way he could see a little bit closer, and he zooms them in so he can work on these interface plugs. If you need anything, you call me. All right, I'll drop whatever. I think we have a client coming in at 11, but if you need anything, I will rush up to the marina. I don't really like the marina that much, but I will run up there happily. And he's still just fiddling with this thing, and he's not looking at you, but he's talking to you. I'll come get you. You just tell me.
All right. Thanks, Jax. I will see you later, and I'll fill you in.
Don't say anything you would not want her turning against you. If this is who I'm thinking it is, I have installed many audio recordings, brain dance recordings, all kinds of things on that woman.
Preem. All right. Well, I guess I will, got a Delta, so I'll see you later.
And he just nods and continues to do these interface plugs. And how are you getting to the upper marina?
I would say the same way as Faith's character. She would most likely have a metro. She does not have a car. She spends her time in the city walking or taking the metro anywhere she needs to go.
All right. You're able to make it to the metro with no problems. You do hear sirens in the distance. You hear a couple of gunshots. Normal kind of behavior for around this area. and you're able to get on the metro and start making your way to the upper marina. And while this is happening, in the upper marina, in an old morgue, bright lights and music come from the afterlife. With it being early morning, there are not too many people in here, but there is a bartender with a black hair that's in a really mussy bun and honey-colored eyes slides a French 75 with lime juice, not lemon juice. Very specific on that. Towards the only person sitting at the bar. Ryan, would you like to describe your character and what he is doing?
Yeah, Lucas is at the bar, finishing his drink. He's late 20s, probably 28, 29. Got long black hair that probably falls about to where his cheeks would be, with a front patch that's kind of a washed out dark green. As he's wearing mostly black leathers, kind of worn. Some new patches where maybe the old ones might have ripped. And he's sitting at the bar, watching the news, drinking his drink.
And the bartender is just cleaning a glass behind the bar and just make sure that you're happy with your drink. He doesn't say anything. He's used to you coming in. But you hear your business agent ding. The one that you've had for a few months now. What does the ding of this phone sound like?
It is a high-pitched beep. Beeps 4 times, quick succession, and it repeats 3 times.
Bartender looks over at you. Is it always that high?
Yeah. Haven't changed it yet. Don't feel like I will. It's annoying. I know.
Well, I guess it gets your gets your attention.
It does its job.
I don't envy you. As he just goes and puts one of the glasses away. And with this agent, there is only one notification on it at the moment. Just one. And it is a message from someone named Rose Red. Got a gig for you. Meeting is at 11 a.m., but doors are unlocked if you want to stop by earlier. And it has a winky face on it. RR.
I assume that name isn't familiar to him.
You have no idea who this person is. And you have no idea where this person's house is, where their business is, where their whatever is.
So they didn't give a specific location.
They did not. And the way that this is worded, the person that they sent this to is supposed to know the address.
Send a message back. Been a minute. Remind me exactly where I'm going.
You see the little 3 dots pop up as they are messaging back. Oh, we're playing that today. And then gives an address. Apartment 572, 99022 Hudson Mills, Upper Marina.
Knowing now there are emojis, you send a little smirky face back.
She doesn't or they don't respond.
And you just look at his agent for a minute, throw it back in his pocket, and just kind of like take a deep breath and just like a big exhale through the mouth, just to finish his drink. Appreciate it to Graves, and walks out.
Grave gives you like this little half salute. See you later then. Don't flatline.
Not today. Maybe another day.
As long as it's not today. And you're able to head out. Are you walking? Are you taking your car? Are you taking the metro?
Taking his car is Hambi. Is that an appropriate name for what he would have?
Yeah,
Okay.
combi.
Yep.
Would you like to describe it? What does it look like? What kind of combi is it?
It is it's a decent size, pretty run down, shitty tan van. Inside it's well kept enough, but it doesn't look all that pretty on the outside. Some rust. Windows are all intact for the most part.
Nice. And you were able to make your way to this address that you have never been to before. And I would like to ask, which one of you will get there first?
Where is the Upper Marina at?
Upper Marina is on the north side to the east, right above the old corporate zone. So it depends on if you left immediately when she messaged you, if Cerveau is deciding to be a little late, or if Lucas decided to get there earlier, since the doors are unlocked. So this is up to you.
I mean, the trains run when they run. I can't control that. And being in Pacifica, it's like the other side of the city.
All right. Would Lucas show up at 11 or would Lucas show up earlier?
He'd get there right on time, No, he'd get there a little late, as he's not super familiar with who this person is. 5-10 minutes late.
5-10 minutes late and running with the metro. So we're going to roll. Let's see. Cerveau, you actually get there first.
Cool.
And you start walking up to this location that you have been to quite a few times, as this person you have worked with more than once. When you pull up to the address, you see what looks like an older hotel named Marina Heights. It seems like it's been renovated into an apartment building instead of a hotel, but the streets are bustling with traffic. People are walking to their next destination. There are a few street food stalls around with smells of synth meats cooking. The building is about 10 floors high, and you know the person who pinged you is on floor 5.
Okay. Elevator. Straight to the door. Is it shut when I get there?
It is shut, but do you try the doorknob?
No, I give the little like shaven like dit knock.
Come in.
Now I try the doorknob.
Doorknob is unlocked.
I walk in.
And when you walk in, you enter the room. The living room has been turned into an operations center. The windows have been blacked out. Computer screens fill up the entire wall. She has different news stations popped up on each of her screens. A TV show of something extremely scandalous is seen on one of them. There is a bunch of advertisements running on a few of the other ones. There's a couch on the other wall with some soft blankets and a mini fridge next to it. And a few candles are lit in her apartment, and it smells like cinnamon and apples. And the person that you are looking for, Rose Red, is sitting in front of her computer screens and then swivels towards the door, and she looks slightly disappointed when she sees that you're the first one here.
Good morning, Double R. I love what you've done with the place. Not big on the whole natural light thing I see, but it smells good.
No, I don't think you're very good into natural light either, but
No. Fair. Touche.
yeah, so let's not go there. And Rose Red looks to be in her 30s to early 40s. She's got caramel skin, black bobbed hair, and red eyes. She wears a red top that shows a red rose tattoo that is in the center of her chest, and it goes down her sternum. And she just looks behind you. Just you for now?
Yeah, are you expecting someone else?
Of course not.
So when do they get here?
Oh, well, you have 2 people that will be joining you for this gig, but she looks at her watch that's on her arm. They'll probably be here shortly, I'm assuming.
Hey, I got nothing but time, and I'm just going to sit on... You mentioned there was a couch.
With very soft blankets.
Is there like a coffee table?
There's a coffee table in front of it, and you know, since you've been here before, that mini fridge is full of like beers, bottled water, like synth water, and a few little like cheese wheels and things like that, kibble that she could find.
I'm going to sit on the couch and very obviously put my feet on the coffee table and just say, anyone I've ever worked with before?
No, I have never. Well, unless you're working with other people other than me, which if you are, I'm very hurt. But no, I've never hired these 2.
It's a big city. I like meeting new people.
Mm-hmm. It's great. Well, I've hired 1 quite often, but not with you.
They must be good if you're calling them.
Oh, you know, I only work with the best of the best anyway. And get your fucking feet off my table.
Yes, ma'am.
And while you're sitting there, you also know she has a couple pictures around the place. There is pictures of 2 older kids, probably about 17, 18. Almost like a family portrait. But there's one other adult in the picture whose face has just been ripped off.
Not gonna touch that one.
And while this is happening, we're going to say, Fang, you approach the building. In this building, you see the food stalls, you get the scent of the synth meats cooking, and you see Marina Heights and its 10 floors of glory.
She will look up. She probably hasn't been to this building before, so this will be her first time kind of seeing it. And she'll just kind of take a breath, look down at the address again so she gets the apartment right, and head in and head up.
And you're able to make it up, no problem. The people at the front door don't give you any issues. They just give you a very polite little wave as you make your way up the elevator to apartment 572. The door is closed. There is nothing remarkable about the outside.
All right. After a moment, she will just very kind of, well, with a bit more, not like forceful, like pounding, but like a solid, like a solid knock.
All right. And you hear on the other side, come in, door is unlocked.
She will open the door, step inside, and just kind of look around. And I imagine she'll see Cerveau on the couch. She'll just kind of look at him, kind of like twitch her eyebrows, and look at Rose Red. I'm here. What's the sitch?
Perfect. We are still waiting on one other person to get here. So I don't want to have to repeat myself. I don't like repeating myself. It gets rather tedious. So we will wait until the 3rd person shows up, and then I will give you all the deets that you need for this gig. Because again, don't like repeating myself.
I understand that.
But you're more than welcome to make yourself at home.
Dream. And is there only one couch?
There's like one couch, but she also has like some little like seats next to it, almost like it's like a U shape, and the couch is on the back wall, and then the U comes out with the other 2 chairs.
Okay, so she'll sit in one of the single chairs, and she'll look at Cerveau. Is this your first time here?
No, but I take it it's yours. And I stick my hand and go, Cerveau, pleasure to meet you.
She'll take it. Fang.
You are very cool. And he's just like looking like up and down, a little bit like complete loss for words.
There is a term for that. It's exotic. Learn your right vocabulary, Cerveau, if you want to impress people.
I've never been very good at that. Red, is it open bar here?
Always an open bar with you. Not by choice.
Oh, well, you know. She likes me. She does. Anything I can get you, Fang?
Oh, what you got?
Most anything. And I just grab 2 of the synth waters.
Cool. This works.
Yeah, Rose is all right, you know.
I'm better
Get
than
to
you.
know her. Well, debatable. Anyway,
I'll give it to you. Haven't let me down yet.
I'd say Cervo's just sort of like fidgeting, squirming a bit.
Fang is just kind of like, she's got this look on her face. It's like bouncing between Rose Red and Cerveau. And she'll turn to Red. Red, she hasn't introduced herself. Did she?
Nope. She
hasn't.
said she does not like repeating herself. She is waiting for everybody to show up.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So Fang will just she'll lean back in the chair, drink that synth water, just look around and wait.
And at this time, Lucas is able to bring the combi in and see the apartment, Marina Heights, which you have never seen before.
Well, he double check the address, and then I don't know, park somewhere close enough, and try to find his way in.
And you're able to park decently close. And as you're making your way in, you see all these food stalls that have been set up on the side of the street. Some people are stopping and grabbing some, and you hear a couple like try to sell to you as you go in. And when you enter, no one's giving you any issues. They let you pass. And you're able to make it to the 5th floor to apartment 572.
You'd just, again, double check this is the right door on the address on his phone. Probably take off his mirror shades that he put on while he was driving. Give another like deep inhale and then exhale, staring at the door, and walk in.
And as you walk in, you see a woman in a rolly chair and you all see this as well. She scoots back, looks at the door with a small smile on her face. But then when she sees Lucas, the smile drops.
Seeing her, he just standing in the door and just meet her, see if she's gonna say anything, do anything, just waiting for her.
She gives you a long look, and it's almost like this is happening in slow motion. Like her face is a little bright, and then it just slowly drops. And it's almost like she's trying to conceal it. And slightly failing. As you get the sense you are not the person she was looking for. Welcome. Have some deets to give you, since you all are here. And she motions in for you to walk in.
He'd walk in slowly, just getting a good picture of the room first, but slowly make his way to everyone.
And you are able to see all these screens that she has. This woman is really in depth in whatever she does. And you can start to see her pulling up Dietz screens and pulling out a shard and then turning around to each of you. And you also see 2 other people in the room that are sitting on the couch or on the chair.
Knowing that he recognizes one of them, he'd turn to Fang, just give her a quick look, a little raise of the eyebrows, and just he's about to say something, but then stops to correct himself, says, Fang.
Hey, Luke. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
I wasn't expecting to see anyone here, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I don't entirely know what's going on. Got pulled away from surgery, but Jax took it over, but here now.
He can let you run away this once, it's fine, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Takes care of me.
And then where is Fang sitting? Was she sitting on like a couch or just chair or what?
The single chair.
Single chair. If whatever chair would be closest to her, probably sit down on that one.
So there is a chair across from Fang, or there's just like an open little spot next to her.
We'll go across.
Okay. And as you all start to get seated, Rose Red does a quick spin and faces you all. Well, some introductions are in order. I am Rose Red, and I will be your fixer for this gig, and if we like working together, I can continue being your fixer, because I do bring in very good gigs. She will hand you a shard, each of you. And this shard is black with no identifying marks. And this kind of shard is a data shard. And there are little slots behind each of your ears that you can stick this shard into. And they give you deets of like blueprints or any kind of information on the people you are going for. So you all know that these are data shards for that specific type of thing. But they're typically always marked. Hers are not. Chip in. Deets are on the shard.
I'll slot it.
Fang will kind of look it over and then just put it in.
Lucas would watch the guy he doesn't know do it first, just to be sure he doesn't explode or something.
And Cerveau does it with zero hesitation.
And after Fang does it, he'd do it too.
And as you all are slotting in, she is talking over whatever you all see. And what happens with putting in the shard, it's almost like an overlay. You can still see the vision in front of you, but you start to see red pixels start to form and blueprints start to form, as you can still see Rose Red talking to you. But over that, you can see all the blueprints that she is currently giving you, all the information, little like stat sheets pop up on the side and things of that nature. Our client wishes to remain anonymous. A family was murdered last night. Floor 9, apartment 966. NCPD has been said to have cleared the scene, but our client believes a corporation may have bought NCPD out. Not sure exactly what you are looking for in there, but find out what is in that apartment and record everything you see with this. And she will toss Cerveau a piece of equipment used for recording. It's very tiny, almost like a modern day GoPro, but smaller. If this has anything to do with the corporation, they will most likely be sending in execs to clean up their fuck up, as they typically do, especially if they've bought out NCPD. And the overlay you start to see is the layout of Mega Building H10. You see the first 3 floors are underground garages filled with all kinds of tech cars. They are nice. They are real nice. And then you see the first floor that is not underground is a lobby. It seems that they have some kind of system to keep people who don't belong in this mega building, this apartment building, out. Or they do require a badge to get into the elevator or make your way up the stairs. And you see these little badge scanners on the way to the stairs, on the way to the elevator. There are 2 people behind the counter at the lobby of all times. You can see their red pixelated forms just standing there, nondescript, but you see their little pixelated bodies. And then, of course, the counter, the computer, like a hotel lobby, almost. The overlay of this red color then shoots you up to the 9th floor. And on the 9th floor, there are lots of apartments on this floor, but the one you are looking for is at the very end of the hallway. 966. There are a few offshoots from the main hall. There are some cameras on this hallway that you can see, and it almost like zooms in, this overlay almost zooms in and shows you where these red pixelated cameras are. There are some vending machines for patrons. There is a garbage chute disposal. The apartment you were going for is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, and it's almost like it zooms you in to the apartment that you're looking for. You are now seeing 966, the door, and it takes you in and shows you a blueprint of that room. The apartment goes for 2,700 eddies a month, and you see that pop up on the side, and you see some amenities that show up that come with this fancy little room. Because it's a little bit more luxurious in this mega building, H10, and it belonged to M. and Barrett Long. You see Rose Red look over each of you. Do you have any questions about the blueprint so far?
Not about the blueprints.
What's your question then?
You got badges for us? What's our entrance?
You.
Okay, I knew you were going to say that.
There's a reason I always hire you.
You some kind of deckhead?
Yeah, that's one word for it. But yeah.
Same.
And she looks at Fang. Your job is to make sure they get out alive. Make sure they don't flatline. Don't want anybody deltaing out too early.
She'll just nod.
And then she looks over at Lucas. And there's just that, I don't know who the fuck you are, look. You get them out and make sure that they hit the drop point.
He's given her almost the exact same look she's giving him and just responds with a simple, yep.
Whenever you finish the recording and you get out, place the device with the recording in the keyboard drop box that is outside H11. The passcode is, I don't know why our client decided to make it this long, but it is a long code, so please don't mess up the code or otherwise our client can't get in, and I don't know who our client is. 01010011. 0110 0110. And then she continues that line, and I'm actually just going to put this in general because it is a long binary code.
I said it's binary, yeah.
Yeah, I was like writing this down.
Yeah, so glad I was taking note.
This is what code she has asked you to put in.
Shit.
And that is directly from the client. Good luck. Don't flatline. I will transfer the funds to each of you once the client confirms your success. Payment for this gig is 1,000 eddies each. And Rose Red grabs a beer from her mini fridge. So she walks over to where Cerveau is, grabs a beer, kind of does like this little air cheers. Good luck. And hopefully this will be a continuing alliance.
Fang will lift her synth water.
Yeah, cheers to new tunes.
New tunes.
She looks over at Lucas as she says this. Something like that.
Yep.
So I don't know what's going on there. When are we getting started on this?
Now,
Oh, okay.
you want to get there before the execs, right?
Yeah. How long ago did this happen?
They are estimating this happened at about 2 a.m. last night.
You work fast.
Always have.
Well, y'all ready?
Fang she'll look to Luke as like a ready.
Just give a look to both of them. Stand up. Like, I'll drive.
I got a car. I'll walk over and stick my hand out and say, Cerveau, nice to meet you. You are?
Lucas, as he's a little late to shaking your hand, but he does it eventually.
And I'll walk off towards the other side of the room, and noticing that they both sat on different chairs when there was a full couch, I'll try to sneakily do like a quick armpit sniff on each side. And then just sort of turn around and say, well, if you get wheels, lead the way.
And you'd walk to the door, putting on his mirror shades, as close to when he gets to the door, turning around, giving one quick look at Rose Red, or the unfamiliar woman to him, and walk out.
Fang will follow.
And before Cerveau leaves, think fast.
I try to.
She is going to toss you a small deodorant container.
Professional courtesy, huh?
I don't want you running them off.
No, I won't. Notice I didn't ask to pay for this gig. I trust it's good.
Oh, I told you it's 1,000 eddies each.
Oh, apparently I don't listen.
You don't. You never have.
What was that? I'm kidding. Then I walk out.
Also, Cerveau,
Ma'am?
250 eddies in for you if you make a copy of that video. For me specifically.
Above table for clarification. With the recording device or...
She's asking you to make a copy of that file that is recorded on that device.
Okay. That I will record on the scene, right? Okay.
Because you know the device goes in the Dropbox. She wants a copy of whatever you see.
Right. Okay. I think we can arrange that.
Don't miss your ride.
Gotta go.
Time to Delta. And while this is happening, as soon as Cerveau leaves, Lucas, your business phone pings. Do you read it?
Yeah.
And it just says, "Who the fuck was that? Where are you?"
Just need to put it back in his pocket.
And you all are able to make it to the combi.
Well, there's an extra seat in the front, couch in the back. Ignore the cut in the couch. I was gonna sew that up. Just got done with. Just don't make it any worse, please.
It's a nice ride you got. Are you with some sort of clan?
Yeah. This ride wasn't mine before, but it is now. So
That's what matters.
Yeah. It's Preem.
a place to stay while I'm away. It does its job.
Looks good.
No.
Fang will. She'll laugh. And then Fang will get into the front seat.
I'll get in the back.
Look you in the eyes. Don't make the hole any worse. Please.
I've heard that before.
You just give a slight grin, shake his head, and just... He's gonna ignore him for a little bit.
I was just gonna say, have y'all ever been to this building before?
No. It's first time. Don't
Seen a lot of
really-
new places today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't, but I'm sure they're all the same, right?
Oh, this one looked top notch.
We can see what else we can find while we're there.
He's some kind of kleptoid.
Yeah. You have a way of reading people, don't you?
She'll just kind of smirk to herself.
I call it bonus pay.
Fair. Gotta take what you get here. And I think she'll look at Luke. Some weird energy between you and Rose Red.
Yeah. Think she and I might have some history. I've just met her today, but...
History, but you just met her.
Family thing.
Ah,
Family matter.
family history. Well, good luck with that.
We'll figure it out sometime. I don't think she was happy to see me. I think she was expecting... You know.
Yeah. Well, I guess she doesn't know.
For someone who would have his deets, they seemed close. I'm shocked she doesn't know.
True. She seemed pretty thorough. Don't know
She
how this
seemed
one
that way.
slipped. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still learning a lot of things about him.
Well, I guess we Delta out of here. Go to H10.
You start up and go.
And you all are able to start making your way towards Mega Building H10, which is located in Watson, which is up north. So you do have to go around the old corporate center, as you cannot go in old corporate center. because those who do rarely ever make it out, and those that have said that they feel like their skin is on absolute fire, even though it's been 23 years since Johnny Silverhand blew up Arasaka Tower with a nuke, killing over 500,000 people on day one and over 250,000 people over the next few years. Everybody stays out of that area, so you do have to make your way around. And you're able to make your way to Watson. And Watson's nice. Watson's the nice area of Night City. This is where your execs tend to stay. This is where a lot of corporate buildings can be found. And this new mega building, this is the first of its kind. They say it's going to be over 40 stories. It's big. Normally, places are like 15, 20, maybe 30. These mega buildings are meant to house hundreds of thousands of people. But right now, only the really well-paid can live here. And you pull up to Mega Building H10. You cannot park in their garage. Unless you have a badge.
Looking at Cerveau, she said you were our badge, or at least you could get him.
Yeah, let's give this a shot. Just pull it to the gate.
All right. And does that.
I'm assuming it's not human manned. Is it like is there some sort of panel, anything near like where you would scan a badge?
There is a panel very similar to like a parking garage that has like the little, or a gated community that has one of those little boxes that you just scan your badge in order to get in. However, it is about noonish and the streets are kind of busy. So how are you all wanting to do this?
I'm assuming it's something you can scan from your car as you're driving in. Is there anyone behind us?
You look behind as you're kind of looking through the back window. No one's behind you yet.
Okay. Huh. If this is a badge point, I'm assuming it's connected to the whole building's subnet. So, do I see an access point on the scanner?
Are you using your ability?
I was just going to visually look first, since we're like pulled up right beside it.
Roll me perception. First roll of the game.
First roll, I got to find it. Human perception or something else?
Just straight perception.
Oh, I see it. Sorry. 11.
With an 11, you are very well versed in hacking into things and finding things that you probably shouldn't. So you are very easily able to find an access point on this specific device.
Okay, give me half a minute. I'll have this in. If you see anyone pull it behind us, I don't know. Want to get out and check the back tire, give it a kick. Act like the car's giving you trouble or something. We may not need to, though.
All right, well, she said we're the best, so.
Okay. Cervo's going to unzip his track top, and there's like a set of goggles, sort of like high-tech looking goggles around his neck. He's going to pull them up and let him go and snap them hard onto his eyes. And then you'll notice at this point, while his left arm appears to have the same skin tone color, actually below the elbow, it's entirely cybernetic. It's not a real arm. And he sort of flips it over, and out of his forearm, he pulls this little cable out and connects it to the badge access point.
And do you want to describe what it looks like when he jacks in?
Looks like to him or to the others watching him?
To the others watching him.
So because he has the goggles on, it's like an interface over the real world. So he's not necessarily like out cold or anything, but he's going to get really still and look like he's deep in thought. You wouldn't be able to tell if his eyes are open or not because of how the goggles are made. And
as you jack in, You've done this thousands of times. So this is just normal, very, very quick for you. This red pixelated structure almost just rises from the bottom of your vision all the way to the top of it. And it looks like one of those old school video games where they just have the little walls and you have to find your way down the path and then go down. Almost like you see little elevator doors at the end. What are you doing?
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna boot up.
Pathfinder?
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna boot up a program called. Actually, I don't have it. I got rid of it, so I'm just gonna use the Pathfinder action.
Alrighty. When you use the Pathfinder action, roll me interference or interface.
10.
With a 10, this is a very simple little door badge. They have not put a whole lot into it. It's 2 floors.
Do I see what's on them?
You see a password and then a control node.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do backdoor.
Roll me interface.
It's only a 6.
You're really good. Today is not your day. That password. They thought of something really weird.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to boot up a program called Worm, which adds 2 to my backdoor rolls. That's a full turn. So that would have been 3 seconds in real time, I believe.
And while this is happening, it's only been 3 seconds for you two. You still see him very deep in thought as he is. Would you be leaning over, or did you get out of the car? Are you like
No,
leaning over Fang?
I'm in the back seat. Fang's in the front seat, I think. I'm assuming it's on the driver's side. So I think I'm like leaning out the driver's side, back driver's side window. So I'm not leaning over Fang's lap or anything.
Like, let me order.
No, I just met you. Watch out.
All right, so you're leaning out of the back door window.
Yeah, like back left. Rear and passenger side. Or rear driver's side, sorry.
The two of you don't see anything. You just see Cerveau hanging out of your car window at the moment, as it's only been a few seconds. Is there anything you'd like to do while he's in there in the net?
Lucas would just kind of dart his eyes between just looking through the rear view mirror to see if anyone pulls up behind him, but also occasionally using the mirror to also look at Cerveau and just under his breath, like, I'm sure this looks real subtle.
Yeah, just a guy hanging out of the window, jacked into the badge port. Going smooth.
It's a daily occurrence, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Totally normal.
totally.
And while y'all are having that conversation, you get 3 more net actions, Cerveau.
I'd say at this point, Cerveau has like that tongue of concentration. Some people have when they're like trying to focus on something. Okay, then I use backdoor again, and I get +2 now because that program's running. I got a 1.
That is
So
a
that would
critical
be-
fail.
So that's 7 total minus whatever I roll here.
Mhm.
It's +4, +2. So 7 minus 9. -2.
This password is just, they must have really, you're smart. You're real smart. You're great. This thing is just, a genius made this password, and it's probably really freaking simple, and you aren't good for simple things. You're better for complicated.
I'm going to do it again. I got an 8.
That is actually what you needed in order to get the password. So you were able to get through that password, and that door just falls for you. And it's almost like with guessing the password or hacking the password, the door just starts to fizzle away. Those pixels just drop down like little raindrops, and it's gone. And you now see the elevator door.
I'll go down on the next floor.
When you go down to the next floor, you find the control node.
Can I tell what it does?
You know that this is a control node to go ding and get the gate to raise.
Can I tell anything about the last person to go in the gate? The last badge used? Or does it not save those records?
It does not save those records here. Might get sent somewhere else, though, but not here.
I'll use the node to open the door with my last action.
All right, roll.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have to roll for that. Let me roll for the control. It's just interface, right? But I don't know if I have something that goes with it.
I think it's just interface.
Yeah, it is. 10.
All right. And as you get that 10, both Lucas and Fang, you see the door going open.
Oh, he did it.
I knew he was going to do it the second he stuck out his tongue. He was focused.
True. Can't beat that tongue.
And Cerveau, do you jack out?
I do. I use my next action to jack out. So I guess it would have taken like 7 seconds total.
It would have been very quick.
Oh. So you see me sort of grab the cable, it sort of tracks into my arm. And I still look at you with the goggles on like all bug-eyed and go, I told you. It was record time.
Looking through the mirror. That was... I have no standard, but that was pretty quick.
Yeah, welcome to H10, residents.
Fang will
And
chuckle.
Then you drive in slowly.
And as you're driving in, you realize your combi does not fit. Like, you fit in, but y'all look out of place. There are equivalents to sports cars, nice Suburbans, very fancy vehicles in here. And you realize y'all do not fit in down here.
We all see these cars?
You are all, I'm assuming, looking at
Yeah, I
your
would
surroundings.
have taken the goggles off by now. Maybe park in the back? I don't know.
I don't know. I thought my van should sit front and center. This is the most attractive one here, so I think that'll be great. Is there any corner that was a little hidden, blocked by anything that you can park in?
So you do know that the garage is 3 floors deep. So you can continue to drive down this parking garage to get down to the lowest floor.
We'll start, but if anywhere looks like it would be, like, I don't know, if there's any tall cars or say concrete beams or something that I could park by to kind of hide a little bit, we do that.
Roll me a perception check. The DV is 12.
Where's perception? Let's see. 7 plus 5, so 12.
Meets it, beats it. So you are able to, on floor, like right as soon as you get off of floor 1, floor 2 towards, like, you go around the curve, and you know how parking decks have that like big beam type thing, and there is a construction like car sitting there, and it looks gaudy. It's got some like little cones around it and things like that. It looks like it's like some kind of repair truck, but it is tall, it is wide, and it is something you could try to hide behind.
Yeah, we're gonna try to hide behind that.
Alrighty, roll me a stealth check to see how well you can hide this van. And I will
If it's a
write that down.
zero- If it's a 0 on a D10, that's a 10, right?
That is a
Yeah.
10, which means you got a critical success. So you get to roll another D10 and add it to it.
I got 2 10s.
Nice.
Woo!
So unfortunately, critical successes can't happen twice, but you got 20 plus your stealth.
Oh, let's see. Hang on, give me like 5 minutes to find stealth.
Take your time.
First,
It's so tough. Yeah.
It's under
There's
body
so
skills.
many.
body skills. All right, give me 5 minutes to find body skills. All right, there it is. 32.
With a 32, that is that on the DV scale, that is considered legendary. So you feel very confident that even though this isn't the Badlands, you have this terrain down packed. No one's going to find that car or think anything of it.
I think that'll do. As he starts stepping out.
Fang will leave.
Yeah, same.
Alrighty. And I have to ask, are you taking your weapons with you?
Yes. How would we go about concealing them, though?
So it depends on what kind of weapons you're taking. If you are taking your weapons, anything that is like an assault rifle or like SMGs or shotguns, you cannot conceal. However, your heavy pistols, you can. There is a conceal skill. So if you would roll me a conceal skill and remember that number. Another crit?
Perhaps.
You can conceal an SMG. Ooh.
Oh, you can?
The good
Yeah,
rolls
not a heavy
continue.
one though.
Yeah, so the
There
small
is
handgun. Conceal, I think, is like your second stat.
Oh, and awareness skills?
Under awareness skills, yep, your second stat. Conceal or reveal object. And this is going to be against their conceal reveal. So you can also look to see if they have things that they are hiding too.
Tell you our number or just save it?
Yeah, go ahead and tell me the number and then also save it. And I will write it down.
Okay, 17.
All right, 17.
Nine.
9. All right,
11.
11. Alrighty. And as you all are able to conceal your weapons, how are you doing that? What does it look like?
Cerveau
I'd say-
carries. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. Okay. She would have hers on her hip, and with her kind of baggy jacket, she'll zip it up. So that way her hip is covered.
Cerveau carries a heavy pistol, so his is like old school waistband with his sort of track top covering it up.
Yeah, heavy pistol as well, and it's somehow tucked in the folds of like that old and new leather that I mentioned that his jacket kind of has. Just like maybe there's like a kind of a slit around his ribs on his side here, just kind of. It's folded in somehow.
Nice. Alrighty. And I have your numbers saved. So anybody that tries to see if you are carrying anything has to beat that number. And you are, I'm assuming, heading to go into the building?
Yeah.
All right. How do y'all want to enter? How are you doing this?
Fang will turn to both Cerveau and Luke. She'll say, "Didn't we need badges to get up to?"
Yeah. I mean, I think we're just going to look like residents. Whatever this lobby looks like. I don't know if they have the whole floor cordoned off or not. I mean, this is Night City. Murder's not exactly rare. So I don't know if they've already cleared it out. The floor is still cordoned off, but I think we need a badge to get at least past the lobby.
Well, then let's do that carefully, perhaps.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if it's if it's anything like the garage, I might need someone to run interference. I don't know how obvious I looked back there.
Sounds
Okay.
good to me.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. How do you get to the lobby from here? Is it an elevator? How does it work?
So there is a elevator in the, like, you go up, since you guys are just on the lower part of floor 1 going into floor 2. There is an elevator that could take you up, or there is a staircase. They're on opposite sides of the garage.
Let's check the elevator. Because I wonder if we could bypass the lobby. Maybe it's the same kind of mechanism on the elevator.
Sounds easy enough.
Sure.
You're able to make your way to this elevator, and when you get there, it's like this kind of like grated elevator, you know what I mean? Like metal grates, and not like a normal hotel elevator. You get the sense that this is specifically a garage elevator.
When I look at the panel, is it just like garage floors and lobby? There's no residential floors?
Yes, because when you go to click, because all of these elevators have like a little panel on it, and it is touch screen, so you press whatever floor you want to go to. And when you see lobby, everything up above it says still under construction. So eventually they will go up to the main floors, but this isn't one that will go up that far quite yet. But it will eventually.
Well, swing and a miss. This will only get us to the lobby. But it's better than taking the stairs.
We tried. It's fine.
And you click lobby, and the elevator comes up, and the three of you are on this elevator for just a few moments. But they have that like very pleasant like elevator music that you all kind of know about, and it's like fancy. Like these aren't in your apartments. Usually the apartments you've been into are not this nice. So you get the fancy little elevator music for a few moments, and you can see the rest of the garage come up until you see the lobby, and these grated doors open, and you see the main door to the lobby to your right. You're on the very close left, and the counter is directly in front of you. And you see a man and a woman behind the counter with their little hats and their little name tags.
Quickly in the elevator while we're going up, I'm going to slap on some of that deodorant. As soon as I realize that this is way above my income level.
Yeah, I think we'll fit right in.
I should have worn my nice tracksuit.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll fit in here.
Just bring the tracksuit next time.
I don't know, that Kim skin is preem. How long you had that?
Couple years.
Yeah. Who does your chrome?
Jax, Whitechapel.
Do I know of that, Doctor?
Roll me there's actually something for this. I think it's, yes, concentration. It should be the very first awareness skill.
Right there in front of my face. Okay. 9.
There's a few Ripper docs in Night City. You haven't heard of Jack specifically, but you've heard of Whitechapel. But not your Ripper doc. You don't really pay attention.
I don't get up that way often. I have to check him out.
He's good. One of the best. Well, I guess we're doing this. So can you do some like cool net stuff to get us in?
Let's see. I'm gonna need to see what it's like once we get in there. Probably check out the elevator first. Hopefully, whatever we need to access is in there. Otherwise, I don't know. I gotta lay the lobby once we get up there. And hopefully, the only heat we face anywhere around here might be. I don't even know if the cops would still be there or not.
You all are able to make it to the lobby, and again, you see in front of you this little table, this counter with some computers, and two people in these cute little outfits with their little hats. They match with their little name tags. They definitely work here. And you just get that it's hot outside, so y'all are like covered in like a light sheen sweat. Like it's hot. It's like 40 degrees Celsius outside. And you get this nice wave of cool air, as this is very well air conditioned. Very nice in this building. Very nice marble floors.
The AC is a luxury I wish I had.
Yeah.
Did the car have AC in it?
No.
That's good. Yeah.
But you all see these. There's two little plastic, like that hard plastic that comes up from the floors, and there's some advertisements on them that come through the main door that's on your right. There are on your left as you walk out of the elevator, these little seats, about 6 of them, facing the wall where there is a screen, and it's got the news report every hour on the hour in 54 News. And then behind the counter, the two people, and you see like multiple screens behind them full of advertisements talking about how great Mega Building H10 is and all the luxuries you could have. And their prices range from 1,500 eddies a month all the way up to 10,000 eddies a month, depending on what kind of home you would like to make for yourself. But this is where the best of the best stay, even though you know that that's a lie.
So we can just walk right up to the concierge, right?
Yeah, nothing's stopping you. And if y'all have not done anything at this point, they will be staring at you with their hands kind of on the counter, like waiting for, what do you want?
Fang is going to put her arm around Luke's, and she'll just quietly whisper, just play along. And she'll walk up to the concierge table. Hey, we wanted to kind of see if we could look over some apartments. My husband and I just got married. We want to get our place situated, and we heard some nice things about H10. Is there a way that we could like see the rooms?
Well, welcome to Mega Building H10. We are so happy that we could be of service to you today. Are we looking for a studio apartment, especially since we have a new married couple? The closer the space, the better off everything is, right? Or would we like to look for 2-bedroom apartments since you are recently married? Maybe you would like to have little... And she kind of pauses for a second and then brings her smile back to her face. Little ones. And you get the sense she does not like kids, as she starts to give you the description of a 2-bedroom apartment. And then, if that isn't enough for you, we do have 3-bedroom apartments as well on a little higher of a floor. And if you are looking for something extremely extravagant, we do have penthouses available. And what could we provide? And what would you like to see a tour of?
I was thinking maybe something, a little rise to it. Maybe something on the 9th floor. I don't know.
The 9th floor. Well, if we're looking for the 9th floor, I can't show you any rooms today, as We have maintenance going on the 9th floor currently, but I could show you something on floor 8 or floor 10. We do have a one-bedroom apartment that is 1,700 eddies a month. We do have another one that is 2,700 eddies a month, but it comes with some luxuries. And then, of course, we have the 2-bedroom apartments on the 10th floor that you might be interested in. It's got a beautiful, view of Night City. Which would you like to see?
Turn to Luke. Which floor?
2-bedroom on 10 sounds really interesting to me. I think I want that one.
Ooh, a 2-bedroom on 10. And she starts rummaging through some papers underneath her desk, and she pulls out this little brochure, and she's going to hand it to both of you. We are not doing any tours today, but we could bring you in tomorrow if that works for you. What time is best for you?
We're a little busy tomorrow. Is no shot we can see it today?
Roll me a... Let's see. What is the human social skills? Social skills. All right. Roll me either... Actually, just roll me straight persuasion.
I swear I'm not lying.
You get another crit!
Dang.
All right.
Do I need to live stream my dice? Do I need to send you pictures?
No. I believe you.
Let's see. 12, 22.
For 200 eddies, I could.
Buff table. How many does Lucas have? I don't even know.
That depends on how many you still have left over from when you bought your materials.
Oh shit! Did I save that anywhere? I have no idea.
I have $10.
How much would Fang have?
Depends on how much you have left.
Oh.
Of the 25.50 we had, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have $10.
It says I have 28.
Oh. Hold on, I can't find it. Oh, I have 50.
What if I give you 28 of my finest eddies, and we promise we get a really expensive room when we stop by?
You see a look of are you really 28 to my 200? That is 100% discount.
Well, we'll be quick. I promise. We're just taking a little look.
You hear the person next to the woman you're talking to. They are newlyweds. Just let them go. You ain't got to make an eddy every time you turn around. Just let them go. You get paid from here.
See, thank you, and I'll give you an extra tip when we do stay here.
Better at business than you are. As he looks her up and down, and she kind of gives this little scoff. Fine. Follow me. And she turns back to the other person behind the table. Would you take care of the man in the tracksuit for me?
Oh, that's actually my brother. He's just coming along
Deception.
to where is deception?
I believe it is under social
Seduction.
skills. Let's see. Oh, actually.
So maybe I don't see deception.
Persuasion. I guess.
Persuasion?
Persuasion.
I thought it was like a
Okay.
lie.
There's bribery. But yeah, so we'll go with persuasion. I could have swore there was bribery. Or not bribery.
There's bribery.
Let me just double check. But otherwise, yeah, go ahead and roll that. Persuasion.
Okay.
DV is 15.
Okay. 18.
That is your brother. I do not envy you. Follow me. And she heads her way to the elevator, pulls out a little badge from her like little skirt, and then swipes it across the scanner. And then she puts her arm in front of the door and waits for you all to get on the elevator.
Fang will step in, pull Luke with her.
Do I hear the comment about being a brother?
Roll me perception. Or lip reading, if you were paying attention.
Do I get to pick which one?
I'll let you pick.
Okay, I'll do perception that's higher. 16.
Yeah, you hear the conversation you hear the whole thing as you're just kind of standing there.
Okay, I'll get on. I'll keep quiet, though. I don't want to give it away.
So how was the wedding? As she is pressing floor 10.
Oh, it was a small wedding over in Haywood. You know, nothing too fancy. We were just trying to get it done. You know, so we're just so in love. Didn't want to plan anything huge. Wanted to save up for, you know, place in H10.
That's a very rare thing to find in Night City, so congratulations.
Yeah, we got lucky. Right, Luke?
Oh, very.
And then she'll just kind of like nuzzle his arm.
And what did you do at the wedding? The brother?
I drank.
You know, I can't say I would have done any differently.
Do you enjoy your work?
It's an Eddie.
That's all I needed to hear. Cool. So I guess this place is supposed to be nice or something?
Or something.
Of course it's nice. I just paid 28 eddies to go view it. Yeah, it's going to be nice.
You have to pay for a viewing.
I didn't take your Eddies, but is that still on the table?
I'm pretty sure I gave them to the other one down there.
Oh, you gave it to him as a tip now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You gave it to him, not me. She claps her hands together, and you hear the elevator music as it is very awkward on this ride up. And you get to floor 10, and it does that ding, and it opens up for you. And you see long hallways with little like offshoots and these very pretty little doors that have they're concrete, but they have like a wooden look to them, like they've been painted to look wooden. And they have 3 little strips of glass that have been frosted so no one can see. And her little heels click as she walks down the floors to show you a viewing of a 2-bedroom apartment on floor 10. And you all see cameras every so often.
As we're walking, can I use scanner?
Scanner gives you access points, right?
It does. It lets me see where they are.
So with access point, roll me, I think it's interference with access point. Interface.
9.
With a 9, you see one, and it's next to the vending machines as you're walking past it on the chute to the left. And you see some pings of these cameras, but that's the only one you see for an access point.
Is there a camera pointing at the vending machines?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's also a dumpster back there. And this mega building has become a custom that a lot of people like to hide bodies in dumpsters.
Even at the new ones. Doesn't take long. People always ruin a new place.
But she leads you down the hallway and stops in front of 1062. And you see her pull out little keys from her miniskirt and unlocks it and opens it for you and gives you a little welcome in.
And Fang will pull Luke inside. Say, come on, bro.
Coming.
Will you all be living together? Is this just for you and your husband?
I guess, you know, he might crash with us for a couple months while he gets on his feet, but otherwise it's mainly just for me and the husband.
Perfect.
Yeah, I guess he will crash with us a few times. Yeah.
Ooh, were you not expecting that he was crashing?
I hadn't been told that yet, that's all.
Oh, sorry. I meant to tell you, but I just got caught up in the apartment hunting, you know?
It's been an exciting week, I get it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, you have chosen a wonderful place to get your first apartment. This is the living quarters, so this will be your room whenever you crash here, unless you want to actually give him a bedroom. The main bedroom is off the side over here, and of course there are luxuries. This one includes the best air conditioning, services to the vending machines and the disposals and anything you may need. You do not have to actually go and dispose of that yourself. You just put it down the chute and we'll take care of it. And then she continues to go on these list of amenities for this apartment complex and this room specifically. And she stands next to the door and allows you free reign to look.
Okay. Fang is going to lean over to Luke and softly whisper, "What do we do now? I didn't think this far."
Well, that's a consequence of winging it. How close is Cerveau to us?
I'd be a few feet away. Give the newlywed some space.
You just look back and just kind of whispered, "Can you do anything about the cameras?"
It is a hot one out there. I saw a vending machine on the way here. Anybody want like a Nicole or anything? I'm gonna go grab one.
Nicola sounds good.
I would love one. I'll pay you back. I don't have anything on me right now.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're family now.
That's right.
Miss Lady, I didn't catch your name.
Melanie.
Melanie, would you like a beverage?
I mean, if you're offering and it's not an Eddie out of my pocket, sure.
No, they're all out of mine. And I'll go back out the front door of the apartment there. So I head back down the hallway to the vending machines I saw we passed that have the access point. And take note of the cameras. I see one pointing at the access point, like you said. I'm gonna look at the vending machine. Is it only soft money, or will it take like a hard dollar bill?
Well, it'll not necessarily dollar bills, but you have hard eddies, so it doesn't just.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, it will.
Euro dollars. Okay. So I'm gonna pull one out of my pocket with my right hand and go to try to feed it into the machine, and then accidentally drop it
And try to jack in.
to the side of the machine. And as I bend over to pick it up, I'm going to quickly grab my left wrist there, and on the way up, I'll grab the eddy and then plug into the machine to the access point.
All right, I am going to have to ask you to roll for something.
Yeah, and I will also say I can get up to 6 meters from an access point. So once I connect, I'm going to still try to stand back in front of the vending machine.
Let's just roll straight stealth on that one.
Okay. $15.
Alrighty. You feel pretty confident.
Okay. The issue is, I'm not going to put my goggles on because it'll look too obvious. So I can't see the world around me right now. I'm dead to the world. I don't like fall over or anything, but I can't see or hear.
Noted. Alrighty. And as you jack in that, it's almost like your vision fades since you're not wearing your goggles. The meat space goes away. That vending machine that you saw in front of you is just, it almost like drops and then is raised back up with pixels. And you end up in that old school video game of going down a hallway, going down a hallway, going down a hallway until you find the elevator door. But for this one, I need you to roll initiative.
Okay. I didn't expect this. This is a nice building. It's a 1. So it's 5 minus 5 is 0.
Alrighty. This one, you're going against something called a skunk. So with this, as those red pixels start to form, you see this cartoon-looking skunk. It's the only thing with other colors than red in here. It's black and white. It's very cartoony. It's got this awkward little grin on its face as it just kind of glares at you like this. And it's walking on its hind legs as it starts to waddle its way towards you. And it gets really close. And then with that like creepy little grin just stares up at you. It's a lot shorter than you. But it is going to roll to see how it does against your... Let's see. It rolled a 1. And so that would have been for a skunk a 1. Her plus its speed is a 4, so 5. I got a 0. What'd you get?
A 0.
Roll again.
9.
6 plus 4 is a 10. And it automatically gets to go first. And you automatically suffer its consequences. Which is all of your slide checks are now at a -2.
Right.
As it just stares up at you.
Disgusting creatures. I'm going to boot up Banhammer and try to hit it with it.
Alrighty, go for it.
10.
Its defense is an 8 plus 2, and defenders always win on a tie.
It's an 8. Wow, that's high. Okay.
No, it rolled an 8 plus 2.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So you don't do anything to it. You have one more net action.
Well, I have a second copy of Banhammer on my deck, and I'm going to use it on it.
It rolled an 8.
11.
All right, so you beat it. What does it take?
It's black eyes, right?
Yes.
I do 2d6 to it. I rolled 6 total.
Alrighty. It starts to fizzle out of existence, but it's still there, and it's got that little creepy grin. And it's just looking at you.
Okay, that's the end of my turn with the jacking in and 2 programs.
And with that, as he is jacked in and the meat space is gone, you both are with Melanie. What are you two doing?
You want to check out the master bedroom?
Yeah, why doesn't Melanie? You show me the master bedroom. Yeah.
It is over there, and she points to the door that's a little further back to the right, and she doesn't go with you. She just points to it. You're more than welcome to look at it, see if it is something that fits a newlywed couple. Has a nice little closet. Nice bathroom. You're more than welcome to check.
Okay, I'll be right back. And is this is the master bedroom, is it like down the hallway out of sight from where they are?
So this is like, it's kind of like an open area, but she is at the door. It's in the far right, and there is a door that takes you into the master bedroom. So if you went in, you would be out of her line of sight.
Okay, but she's standing at the door.
She is standing in front of the door.
Gotcha, okay. Melanie, I love this master bedroom, but like, tell me more about it, please. Tell me anything there is to know about this.
Well, it can fit a king-size bed. Do you want me to go in there and show it to you? Or would you like to see it on your own? Or are you asking me to come with you?
Yeah, as he walks in, kind of yelling at her, yeah, I would love to hear what you have to say about this.
And you hear her little heels, like, very quickly as she makes her way to the bedroom and stands next to the door. Well, as you can see, it has a very large space. It is 17 meters across, 9 meters wide. It can hold a king-size bed if you wish, 2 little side tables. If you don't wish that, you could have a smaller bedroom. And she kind of goes off on this little tangent of everything that this room includes, what kind of floor it is, what kind of wall it is, what kind of window it is. And she goes and opens the window for you so you can see out and see the view of Night City. She points to the closet, which is a walk-in closet. And if you want to have her sides, you're more than welcome to. That's what I would do. Or actually, I would just keep it. She points to you, Fang. You can have that closet, and he can have the other one in the guest bedroom. And that way you have separate closets. And then she points to the bathroom, and she goes through the whole thing with the bathroom and the water and the sinks. And she's actually good at her job. She's just a bitch.
You said it.
Well, thank you. You know, I was looking out the window, and, you know, I've never been in a building this tall before, and trying to direct her to the window to keep her focused looking outside. What's like just your favorite view from any of the rooms? I mean, you must know the place well. Like, what's your favorite view? Trying to distract her, just look out the window.
My favorite view, I think, is from floor 30. You can actually see over Night City a little bit. It's a little higher than the other buildings, which is nice. So there's really nice sunset views. And she actually kind of goes into an explanation of, like, she really likes sunsets. And the best view of a sunset is really high up.
And what was the best sunset you've ever seen?
You know your wife is right there, right?
I'm just... Genuine curiosity is the only reason I'm asking.
He's a very curious person. It's one of the things I love about him.
You heard it from her. I mean, it's true.
I would have to say it would be... And she thinks it over for a second. I really like the ones in Atlanta.
And then sometime while she's talking, Lucas would maybe turn around to where Fang is, if she's within eyesight or eye shot, and just motion like I don't know, go help something while she's distracted. Just like, I don't want to talk about sunsets.
Fang will... She'll just kind of slowly make her way to the master bedroom door. And she'll just say, I'm just going to look up at the kitchen, you know, since I'll be spending a lot of time in there. Please don't keep talking about sunsets. And then she will walk out.
Roll me a persuasion to see if she catches on. DV is 15.
Jeez, okay. Oh. 15.
If you say so. And she continues talking to you, Lucas.
Where'd you say your favorite sunset was again?
Atlanta. Much
When
better.
was the last time you were there?
Oh, last time I was in Atlanta. Oh, must have been in 2042.
Wow. So it's been a little bit.
It has been a little bit. You should visit sometime.
No, I would love to. I haven't been out at the city super often, so maybe it would be good to get out for a little. Maybe the missus and I can go on a trip sometime.
And then she starts going into places she likes in Atlanta for you and her to visit.
Tell me everything.
And she does. And while this is happening, Cerveau, what are your next 3 net actions?
It's a new turn. The skunk is starting to look cute, but I'm going to use Banhammer again.
As it's staring at you. Has 4 HP left.
I'm just like, it's just ones and zeros. It's just ones and zeros. I rolled a 15 to hit it.
It rolled 15, 16, 17 for defense.
17 for defense, so I don't hit it then.
You don't hit it.
I have a second Banhammer. I'll use the second one. I got a 10, so I rolled another one. Ooh, okay. 21 to hit.
Yeah, it rolled a 7.
You said it had 4 res left?
Yes.
I rolled 6, so it should be de-resed.
So that little, like, face of this little skunk as it is standing on its back leg starts to just fizzle out, and you see that red pixel. As the skunk is gone, what are you doing? You have 1 more net action.
This is definitely a luxury hotel. I didn't expect this. I'm going to use Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. This one, roll me interface.
It's a 1, so it'd be 5 minus 10. I'm blind.
Yeah, you're like really nervous because like you've entered without your goggles, and this is something you do not do unless you are in the comfort of your chair. You can't see, so you're nervous. You don't really see anything past this floor.
Okay, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, it's been like 6 seconds. I'm sure these people that Rose has hired can distract someone for more than 6 seconds. So I'm just going to hold tight.
Alrighty. And let's say you've got rid of the skunk. There's nothing else. You get 3 more net actions as they are talking about sunsets in Atlanta.
Okay. I'm gonna use Pathfinder again.
Interface.
I really want to know what I'm getting into. 10 plus 2 plus 16.
With a 16, you see the next floor is a password, and then the next floor is a control node.
Is there only 3 floors?
For this one, only 3 floors.
Okay, I'm going to move to the next one.
You go to the next one, and it is a password.
Okay, I'm going to boot up. What did I get? I'm going to boot up Worm, which adds 2 to my backdoor rolls, and I'm going to use backdoor.
All right.
I got a 9.
With a 9, all you needed was an 8, so you're able to get past that door. As it's almost like this door that was up and had a lock on it just breaks. And you see the elevator.
Cool. I'll go down to that last floor, and with my last action, I will try to take control of that node.
Alrighty. Roll me interface.
8.
With an 8, you can't quite get control of it, but you do know this is the cameras.
Do I know if it's cameras for the whole building or just the floor I'm on?
This section of the floor you're on.
This section of the floor. Okay, so it's not even all of the 10th floor. Okay. I'm out of actions for that turn.
And we'll say 3 more net actions real fast before we go back to our couple.
Okay, Worm is still rezzed, so I'm going to try to use... Worm, I already got past the password. I'll try to do control again.
Go for it.
9.
All right, you're able to get past the control. Because what was the last one you rolled? Remind me again.
An 8.
An 8. I'm sorry. No, it was a 10. 9 does not get it.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Your DV is a 10.
That got it. 12.
All right, with a 12, you were able to take control of the cameras on the hallway you're on, but that's the only section you have. What would you like to do with your cameras?
But I'm also on the bottom floor of the subnet, right?
You are on the bottom floor of the subnet.
Can I go back? So I'm controlling the cameras. Is it possible to plant a virus that plays back 10 seconds of blank footage on the cameras over and over and over to make it look like they're still running, recording the hallway, but really it's just looping 10 seconds of nothing happening.
The DV for this is going to be 12, and it's going to take you 3 net actions to do.
Okay, I have 2 left this turn. No, 1 left this turn. It takes me 3 net actions to do, so another like 3 seconds.
Yes.
For 12.
Yes.
I'll try it.
Alrighty. You can get one as you're working on it. We're going to pan back to our couple, and she is done talking about Atlanta and things that you and the missus can do. As Fang is in the kitchen and you were still in the master bedroom.
Fang is going to make her way to the front door. Is that still open?
It's cracked. She kind of just cracked it so that way you all could have some privacy as you were looking in the apartment. So it's not closed or locked, just cracked.
Okay. She'll peek out and look down towards the vending machines. Are the vending machines in view?
So they are down a offshoot. So you can see a little offshoot that he went down, but you can't see the vending machine. It's almost like they're kind of hidden away from the doors unless you're on the opposite side of them. They're considered eyesores.
Fang will she's going to step out and head towards the vending machines.
You're able to do so, and you see Cerveau standing in front of the vending machine, holding an eddy and not moving.
Quick question. On our way, on the floor, did we see a staircase entrance? Like an emergency exit of stairs?
Roll me let's see, concentration to see if you remember seeing one.
Okay. 13.
You remember you saw one very close to the elevator you got off of.
Okay. Where did Cerveau... I guess she probably wouldn't have seen it. She doesn't know where that camera is. She's dead to the world right now.
You can roll perception if you'd like to see if you can see them on your own.
Okay. Just regular perception?
Yep, regular perception.
14.
You see, as you're looking around, you see one directly across the way that's pointed directly at you.
Oh no, I meant the little camera that we have to record the room with.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
You can do reveal object.
Okay. Okay. 14.
14. Roll me conceal.
$12.
You see it. Where is it?
I'd say Cerveau had it clipped on his jacket. It's unzipped and it's just sort of clipped right there, sort of, not drawing a lot of attention to it.
And the cameras, there's a camera pointed at the elevator with the stairs.
The camera that you saw with your perception is pointed directly at the vending machine, the dumpster, and you.
Okay, so Fang is going to just very kind of like she's having a conversation and just kind of talking, and she'll just kind of like make it look like she's dusting something off his shirt and take the camera.
And you are able to do so. And it's almost like he doesn't hear you, he doesn't see you, he doesn't know you're there.
Okay. And she is going to turn and head towards the elevator, or head towards the stairs.
All right. And as you're making your way towards these stairs, we're going to pan over to Lucas and Melanie. What is happening in that room?
So she's done talking about her sunsets in Atlanta and everything.
And she is making her way, starting to make her way out of the room.
Ma'am, one more thing.
Yes.
It's a little personal. Look, while the missus is gone, look, Does she give any look to Lucas when she hears that?
She gives you this arched eyebrow. She's like, okay.
Just responds with an uncertain look, like, oh, okay. Just while she's gone, look, between you and me, I consider myself a bit of a hopeless romantic. I haven't had much luck. I'm surprised this even worked out. I'm looking for dates, anything that we can do in the area. Do you just anything? Just tell me anything. Once again, just trying to keep her in the room, distracted.
You kind of see the eyebrow come down, and she gives you this little look, maybe they have decided to start a good marriage. And then she gives where does she say? Well, if she likes sports, there's the stadium.
And anything she would say, you just continue to ask questions about. Just see if he can keep her going in any capacity.
Roll a persuasion to see if you can keep her interested.
Okay.
10.
Devious 12.
Not this time. You said persuasion. Let's see, where's that? Not perception. I just saw it.
Under social skills.
Social skills. Okay. 16.
Yeah, you're able to keep her occupied, and she starts telling you little date places, and there's a fancy restaurant going towards, not in Haywood, but outside of it in the upper marina. And then while you're continuing to talk to her about date nights, we're panning back over to Cerveau. You got 3 net actions, 2 of those which you need to continue with that virus. Roll me your interface.
You said it was 12 to do it, right?
12 to plant this virus.
Is it meets it beats it?
I'll take it.
I don't recall.
Yeah,
I
meets it
haven't
beats it.
rolled yet. I'm just really hoping. Oh, no, I got an 11.
No, all right. So with an 11, you aren't able to get that virus, but you can keep trying. It's just going to take more time. And another 3 net actions.
I've got 1 left of this turn.
Yes.
The cameras that this controls, is it like from here all the way to the room that they're in? How far does this go on the floor? I don't even know if I'm wasting my time or not.
It gets this camera, it gets the one next to the elevator, and it gets the ones that are pointed a little further down the hallway. So it does encompass you, that room, and the elevator.
Okay. I'm going to shut them down.
All right.
I'm just going to turn them off.
And go ahead and roll me. We're going to say you're able to take those next 3 net actions. Go ahead and roll me another interface.
Oh, okay. What am I rolling for?
Oh, wait. You're just shutting off the cameras.
Yeah, once you be control, you can control it. Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay.
You're not doing the virus anymore?
No, because like I have an alternative idea that might take less time.
All right, you shut him off.
Okay, that should be the end of that turn.
Yes, and we'll say you can take the other 3 net actions. What do you want to do?
I'm going to attempt to cloak. So I guess roll and write it down.
Yep.
But I think I actually have a program for this. Let me see. I do. So with my first action, I'm going to boot up a program called Eraser that adds 2 to my cloak. And with my second action, I'm going to actually try to cloak,
Go
which
for it.
will be, again, 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 2 is 14.
Okay, write that down, and I'll write that down as well.
And then with my final net action, I'm going to jack out.
Alrighty. And as you're jacking out, the meat space starts to come back, and that pixelated form just goes down like a... And then you start to see the meat space come back. And roll me perception. Fang, are you trying to be stealthy?
About taking the camera?
About walking towards the elevator.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me stealth.
24. I got a critical.
Holy shit.
17
12.
plus 7.
All right, so Cerveau, you see the like edges of Fang's clothing clip the corner, going in a way that is not the hotel room.
Just Fang.
Just Fang.
Okay.
But Lucas could be with her.
Yeah, I'll get a drink later. I'm going to hurry down there and just peek around the corner and see if it's just her. Do I feel the camera on me still?
Do you look?
Yeah, I'll look down at my jacket. Is it there?
It's not there.
Okay, someone's taking the initiative. So I'll look around the corner. Do I see anyone?
What is Fang doing as she's
She's-
walking?
Yeah, she's trying to slink her way over to the stairs to get down to the 9th floor.
All right. And with your stealth of 12, right?
Yeah.
All right. You think you're doing good, and you're able to slink your way to the staircase. And with this being already up on the floors, you don't have to have an ID card to go down.
Sick. Okay. So, hi. Sorry, my cat is tapping me. All right, so she's going to look back towards the vending machines down the hallway. Does she see Cerveau peek its head?
Does she? Cerveau?
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide it. I'm just trying to see where she is.
Okay. So if she sees you, she's going to hold up the camera and just point to the stairs, or point down. And then she's going to open the door.
Before she goes, I'm gonna like loud whisper, where's Luke?
He's still in there. He's distracting the lady.
I'm gonna jog up to Fang. I hit black ice in their net here, and this is a hotel. That's odd. It's gonna be on the next floor down as well. Do you think Luke can hold it there? Should we go? What do we do? I don't know. What Luke? Is he a talker? He didn't strike me as the loquacious type in the car.
Loquacious. That's a word. He's good when he needs to be. I don't know how long he can keep her distracted while I go down, but I don't know. Do you have any other ideas?
No, I don't. Okay, maybe we can make this quick.
All right. You coming?
Yeah, I'll try to, run cover for you if we got to get into anything down there.
Okay. And then she will open the door and head downstairs.
Alrighty. And it's not that far of a walk since it's one floor, so you're able to get to floor 9 very quickly. And you're able to open the door to floor 9. I need you both to roll perception.
$15.
17.
With those rolls, you see two people walking uniformly down the hallway. Roll me human perception.
Oh. Ten.
22.
With a 10, you just think maybe the residents here. With a 22, you know what a corpo looks like. You see two execs making their way to room 966. Uniformly, one looks older than the other. It's a man and a woman. The man looks older than the woman, and she's very excited about something. She's just chit-chatting and kind of like, even though they're walking uniformly, she's got like a little bit more of a pep in her step. And you hear, so we're hitting up Club Atlantis after work, right? This evening for some drinks and dwarfs. I haven't had dwarfs in a while, and I really, really would like some, so we're heading there after this, right? This is a murder scene. You realize that, right? Well, I mean, murder, schmurder, it happens every day in the city. It doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, we're just here to get the thing and get out. Fang does not hear any of that.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to whisper to Fang, like, we got a couple of suits down the hallway. Sounds like Rose was right about corp involvement. Though I don't know if one of them has been corp for long. She's got too much spirit.
Yeah, I heard corp can really suck the soul out of you. So
Yeah.
what do we do?
They're going where we need to go. And I don't know if they're formidable in a fight, but I may not look it. I'm a pacifist out here in the meat space.
Roll me tactics. See how well your battle strategy is.
Eight.
You are a pacifist. You don't you don't know if they're good. You don't know anything about them. Like, you're not 100% certain. But if you would like to roll for reveal object, you may as well.
I will, yeah. 15.
And Fang can too.
Oh,
If Fang
sorry.
would like.
Conceal?
Conceal.
Where's that? There it is. 15.
With a 15, you don't see anything. But they are very quickly going. And you know you are now on a time crunch. And before you two figure out what you're doing next, we're panning back up to Melanie and Luke. What are they doing?
Shit. Are there any areas of the apartment we haven't seen yet?
Well, there are plenty of areas that you haven't seen in the apartment yet, but this is the one you asked for, and this is the one that I was able to show you. But I do feel like our conversation has gone quite a while. Where is your missus? She went to the kitchens, that's right. And she starts to make her way to where Fang said she was going to be.
And he'd just, I don't know, follow and just be like, well, sometimes she just, like, it can be really overwhelming. She just might have had to step out a second.
Well, it's you don't have free reign to this apartment complex. Do you mind getting your wife?
Sometimes when she's overwhelmed, she doesn't like to be. It can be dangerous. You don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to interrupt her.
As most women are. I need you to roll me a persuasion.
Man, why couldn't that have been a 10? 13.
She rolled a 17. Do I need to call security?
No, I know we'll be fine. Yeah, I don't. Maybe she's just outside the door. You can. Can you lead me out?
Yes, I can. And she starts to walk towards the door.
And then once she turns around, just under his breath, be like, oh, God damn it, I'm sorry. And then take out his gun and just try to hit her in the back of the head and knock her out.
All right, non-lethal. She does not have many hit points. She is at 15. So we'll say if you can do 14 points. You're using your gun as a melee weapon. We're going to count this as, let's see, roll dex plus your hand arms or handgun plus a d10.
Let's see, where's that? Range weapon. No. Oh, there it is, okay.
Yeah, handgun's bottom middle.
Yeah, I got it. We got another crit.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
God.
Sorry, Melody.
So, all right, the roll plus dex, you said.
Mm-hmm.
And,
And I'm assuming you're aiming for her head. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So whatever your roll is, take 8 off of that and you do double damage.
Okay. Let's see, so it's 10, 15, 21, 29 total. So you said take 8 off of that?
That'd be 21.
And then 21.
She rolled a 17. So she has no idea this is coming. Roll me 3d6s.
What would happen if I rolled double sixes?
She would get a critical injury from this.
Oh my god.
What critical injury did she get?
You're aiming at her head.
She's a little concussed.
Roll me 2d6s.
Does he give her brain damage?
4.
4. Roll again.
Oh no. 5.
You give her a concussion. As you
Okay.
hit her in the back of the head, and everything she does, game effects, -2 to all of her actions. As you hit her in the back of the head, and she just falls.
Okay. Then you just put the gun back and just look at her for a second. Just like, I'm so sorry. Atlanta sounds really nice. The sports, like that, actually is a really good idea. I won't be taking her, but sometime that's a good idea. And then as he's doing this, he's gonna search her, see if he can find her badge or something useful.
Roll me for this one. Let's see. What is... I want to call an investigation, but I don't think there's actually... Pickpocket! Roll me pickpocket.
Okay.
Or there might be something better, but pickpocket for now.
Where did you say that was? Technique skills?
That is technique skills.
Pickpocket. Okay.
Yes.
13.
13. So you are able to find her badge. She is wearing this, you saw her get, keys and badges and things like that out of her little pocket in her mini skirt. So you are able to get the badge. You are able to find the keys to her car. And
All right.
that's all you get from that pocket.
Okay. I think he's satisfied. Can we drag her back into the master bedroom and throw her in the bed, make her look like she's taking a nap on the job?
I love this. Roll me. What would that be? Because you're setting up a scene. Roll me. Where'd the rest of my stuff go? Actually, where did the rest of my sheets go? There they are. There's forgery, bribery. There's something specifically for performance. You are disguising her, so roll me acting. It is under performance skills.
Okay.
DV's 12.
Okay. We rolled a 1, so
Whatever, a 1 plus your acting, and then minus a D10.
so that's 12 minus 5, so
So
7.
didn't quite meet the DV. She kind of looks like you just sprawl her over as you're kind of like trying to get out of here. So you toss her on there, and she's just kind of like hanging awkwardly off the bed. Doesn't look like she necessarily took a nap. She still looks like you beat the shit out of the back of her head. But she's on the bed. She's in the master bedroom. Only one person knew you were here besides the rest of your crew.
Just look at her. He'd say maybe she's a rough sleeper, and just walk out. See if the others are in the hallway.
As you walk out, no one's there.
Oh shit. I had to listen to sunsets and dates for so long, and now they're gone. Does he also see the stairs?
Roll me a concentration check to see if you remember seeing the stairs.
15.
Yeah, you know exactly where the stairs were. They were next to the elevator on the when you were walking out the left-hand side, so now your right-hand side. So you're able to know exactly where the stairs are.
Cool. And I guess I didn't roll for it, but would he also have seen the cameras or not?
Roll me a perception.
I don't think I rolled. Yeah. 11.
11. You see one not too terribly far down the hallway. That's on the opposite side, but you're not going down there. And you do see the one that is pointing directly to the bin and the vending machines.
All right. He just as nonchalantly as possible, just keep his head down to hopefully avoid the camera, and I guess make his way to floor 9.
All right, and you start making your way to floor 9, and you come up on Cerveau and Fang. What are Cerveau and Fang saying right now?
What did we last say?
Depending on how much time had passed, I think I was explaining that we have corpos there. I think I'd say something like, if they get in that room, that crime season's good as wiped.
Do you think our only option is taking him out?
I don't know if they're armed or not. Backup might not be far behind. I wonder if we can distract them in some way. Can I use scanner?
Yes, you may. And while they are talking about this, Lucas is coming down the stairs and catches this bit of the conversation. Roll me interface for scanner.
Got a 1 minus, so 5 minus 5, 0.
You see execs. You don't fuck with corpos. You don't see shit.
I don't fuck with corpos. Well, if they're paying well enough. I'll fill. I don't know if Luke's had a chance to look down the hallway yet, but I can fill him in.
All right, so then he would know about the execs walking down to the door. About how far away are they?
Well, let's go to roll 20.
Oh no.
Wonderful. I assume you haven't shared any ideas before me getting here?
Not a clue.
No, I don't often think of ideas first. I just sort of act. And then either celebrate or regret.
Yeah.
I'm going to reach down and turn the camera on.
You don't have the camera.
I don't have the camera. Fang, did you grab the camera? Did I drop it?
I did. I was trying to get here while you were working on the whatever you were doing.
No, that's cool. I was just going to record them going into the room. I mean, if you want to drive on that one, you're good, but that would be
That's all
that would
YouTube.
be info. Okay, I'll take it. And I'll clip it like right here towards like the collar. And turn it on.
All right, you're able to turn it on, and it has this little like green light that is on the back, so it faces you, not anything else, so it won't give you away. Rose Red thought that through, and she it doesn't even make a noise, no whirring, no nothing, as it is now recording, but blinking at you to show it's on.
I'll just lean out so we can see two corpos walking into the room.
And they walk in.
You didn't want them inside, right? That's bad. That's not good.
Yeah, no, we gotta move.
Then Lucas wouldn't even wait. He'd just go.
Alrighty, and since we're not in combat yet, we're not gonna do like the per movement squares or anything like that yet. So you are able to go. Where are you going?
So are they just inside the door at the moment?
They have just opened the door and are walking in and starting to close it.
I guess he would get as close as he could, hopefully without being seen.
Roll me stealth.
Yeah, stealth is real great.
Uh-oh.
Stealth. I've rolled this before. Where are you?
Like
There it
left.
is. Okay, I
middle,
found
yeah.
it. So he rolled a 1, making up for all those crits. So let's see, that'd be 12 minus 3, so 9.
The man rolled a 21 on his perception.
Well,
And you just see him turn around towards you. And he motions for his partner to walk in. He steps out the door, closes it, and just stands in front of it.
were you guys going for a tour of that room too?
What do you need in there?
Well, I just saw you walking. I'm curious what you were curious about. I don't need anything. You just look well put together. And you just, I don't know. You seemed curious.
He folds his arms. Roll me a perception check.
And could he also check to see, like, reveal, see if he has anything on him?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Perception first. 13 for perception.
With the 13 perception, you see a little glint on the side of his shirt. He looks very calm and very unassuming, but you see the tiniest little glint you can't make it out.
Okay. Then 12 for reveal.
You don't see anything on his person.
I'm sorry, what did he say again?
What did he say? He was asking, like, what do you need in there? And then you asked what you were curious. And he seemed to be curious too. And he's just going to stand up very straight. And this man is cyberwared really well. And he stands up tall. And he just looks down on you. You need to leave. Go back to your apartment.
But I only just got here.
This is not your business.
And then where he left Fang and Cerveau, were they like hiding behind the wall as well, or were they in the middle of the hallway?
I think I was looking around the corner. I imagine we're like Scooby-Doo, like heads around the corners.
Roll me stealth +2. And
Me
what
as
is?
well.
Are you doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're Scooby-Dooing, roll me a stealth +2.
19.
16.
He had rolled a 21.
18.
So the DV was 21. He just looks up over Lucas's head. Leave.
So he sees all of us.
He does.
What does
I
Lucas
guess-
look like right now? Does he
Well,
look nervous?
Lucas would look back and just like eyes wide, like the same expression with like the exhaling, just like the like that, and just he has an idea what to do, but he also, I don't know, do Fang and Cerveau give any looks, any ideas at all, or is, because if not, he'll just do his.
Fang, do you have any? I have an idea.
Fang is at a loss.
Cervo's gonna stumble out from around the corner and go like, "Woo! That was a night out. I'm still a bit buzzed. I'm normally better about this. At least I made it home this time, and I'm gonna pretend to like stumble walk down the hallway towards the room."
Acting.
Guidance. I got a critical.
Nice.
26.
He rolled a 9, so he thinks you're drunk.
Hey man, why are you standing in front of my room? Move! I'm trying to go to bed, man.
Not your room.
I could have swore it was my room the whole time. I'm continuing to stumble, walk towards him.
And you can see he's starting to get irritated. I suggest, as he turns to Lucas, get your friend and leave. Lucas.
Whatever Cerveau is doing, he would let it play out, but he's gonna be eyes focused on the guy talking. And if he makes a move that doesn't look friendly, he has also a move that isn't too friendly prepared.
Roll me perception to see if, or human perception, to see if you get the sense of what he's doing.
Perception. Math. I can't math. 14.
14. You don't see what he's doing, as his hands are behind his back.
Okay. He'll trust that he sees everything and let Cerveau continue.
Can I just like get in and grab a couple things? I mean, I can just like I can just delta for the afternoon if y'all are like cleaning the room or something, concierge. But you know, I need to get in my place.
Leave. Both of you. Now.
I don't even know this guy. I live alone here. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're not following protocol of this place, whatever is employing you.
Lucas, at this time, you will see him pull something from behind his back.
Sweet. He'll pull something from his side and shoot a projectile at that little glimmer thing he saw on his collar or whatever it was.
Alrighty. Roll to hit.
And since, did that follow the rules of like a targeted shot? So
We'll say that
Would
that
that
is
be-
a targeted shot.
so what was that again? It was like -8 or something?
So, yes. Roll your hand arms. You are at close distance. So that is going to be a DC of... Where's my stuff? Aha! With a pistol, you're using a pistol, right?
Yeah, the heavy.
DV 13. And
Okay.
whatever you roll, -8.
-8. Well, now my D10s have made it up for me with a crit. 15 plus handgun, I would assume.
Plus handgun, plus your ref.
30. -8, so then 22.
22 definitely is going to hit. And I need you to roll damage for your pistol for the first shot.
Oh, almost a double 6. 11 14.
All right, 14 points of damage on this guy as you shoot that little glimmer you saw. What do you want to do with it? What is your goal for shooting that specific thing?
Just either hoping to break it or knock it off, whatever it may be. Wasn't sure if it might have been like a camera or recording device like what they have, or microphone or something, just something. Yeah, just worried about something like that.
Alrighty. You are able to hit it, and that bullet goes almost through it as whatever that was just broke in half. And you can tell as it hits, it's this golden little emblem, like a symbol, a insignia of some sorts, as it completely breaks and just goes off in different directions. And he takes 14 points of damage. He has 7 stopping power. So he takes those 7. What?
I think it's 7 HP. Like, he explodes.
No. So you have messed up his head armor. Or not head armor. That was a targeted shot. That is his body armor. But he takes 7 points of those damage as you shoot. And he is pissed now. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay. Remind me how we do initiative again. Is it just a D10?
Initiative. I printed off a sheet for this, and I've lost it. Ref plus a D10.
If it's a nat 1, do you have to do the minus thing as well? Damn it.
You do.
Ooh.
Yikes.
And then if you all can move your tokens to wherever you would currently be standing.
Oh, I got pretty far down. I want to say I got maybe right here, pretty far. If you'll
Let's
allow
see.
it.
I will allow it.
Fang is she's still by the door.
My stealth roll wasn't great, and he had a really high perception or whatever it was, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, he probably did not get very far. I don't know. There. Maybe.
Well, you were really close to him, weren't you? You actually.
I wasn't sure.
Got.
Okay.
If you want to be. If you don't want to be, you don't have to be.
How close was really close?
I had you within 6 meters.
Is that 1 square?
That is 3 squares.
So,
That's 2, yeah.
like there?
Nice. Sounds good.
Cool.
All right. And
The trick is to avoid combat. I don't know how we're gonna do that though. Mine didn't work.
well, y'all are going against a corpo right now, so if you're trying to get in that room, that would have been pretty hard. What's everybody's initiative?
7.
7.
13.
13.
1.
1. Alrighty. And let's see what Blues is. Blues is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alrighty. So right now, our order is going to be Blue, Cerveau, Fang, and Lucas. All right, as he gets to go first, and he did not like the fact that he just got shot, and he pulled out, he was hiding a pistol, a heavy pistol, same one that you all have, as he's going to try and take both of his shots against Lucas. And that first one, he crit missed with a 1, so that's going to be 9 plus 10, or excuse me, 11 minus 9 for a 2 to hit, which does not hit on his first one. And then 5 plus 10 for a 15 to hit, which is going to hit for that one. And that is going to be 3d6s as he against Lucas. And that's going to be 5, 9, 10 points of damage as that bullet hits.
Okay, and then remind me how the armor works again.
So your stopping power is how much it will take off of that damage. And then your armor degrades.
Alright, so then if he did 10 damage, stopping power is 11. Takes nothing, and just stopping power goes down 1?
Yep, you take nothing and it goes down to 10.
Alright.
And that is his turn as he is standing right there, pulled out his pistol, aimed it at Lucas, took both shots. And Lucas is perfectly fine besides a little hole like in his leathers right now. And remind me, Lucas's reflexes are an 8, correct?
Oh, shit, yeah. That's right.
You can choose to dodge bullets.
Forgot about that. How do we do that?
So in order to dodge, you would do very similar to a melee attack. You would use your evasion. You would do your dex plus your evasion plus a d10.
18.
18. Yeah, he definitely doesn't hit. So your armor is fine. We're going to go and rewind. And with that evasion and dodging that bullet, you just step aside and it like skims like right next to your torso and just collides with the wall where the elevator is. Misses you entirely. You took no damage and your armor is perfectly fine.
Awesome. All right.
And that is his go. It is now Cervo's go. What are you doing?
Okay. Remind me, I think I just heard it, but remind me again, what's the roll to hit for a heavy pistol? It's handgun plus a D10. Do you add anything to it?
Handgun, D10, ref.
Ref, okay. I have 7 movement. I'm going to move up straight 7 squares, which I think puts me within 3, but I'll let you tell me. I'll do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. Diagonally, I guess that would be 7 meters.
Alrighty, so 7 is out of a 0 to 6, so your DV to hit is a 15 instead of a 13.
It's a 15. And I'm going to pull out my heavy handgun from my waistband and just center mass. Try to
Alrighty.
shoot the first one.
Are you just shooting or are you aiming?
I'm just going to shoot it at center mass. I'm not trying to do an aim shot. So my D10 is an 8. My handgun is... Oh, I see it on there. Okay. 18.
18 beats a 15. Your first shot hits.
Okay, I do 3d6. For 10 points.
So with that 10 points, Course doesn't take it all as you damage some of his body armor. But he did not like that, and you get a ROF of 2, correct? So you can go again.
Yeah. I'm going to do the same thing. Try to shoot him again in the chest. Oh, that's a 2 plus 10. 12.
12 does not beat a 15, so that one goes wide.
Yeah.
And your first one hits him directly, like, in his chest. But he has this, like, leather that's covering it. Even though you can't see it, he's wearing it underneath his normal clothes. But that next one hits that door. And at this time, Fang, it is your go. But you start to see people peeking out of their apartments now as they hear gunshots. And also, I need all of you to roll a perception.
Okay. 10.
11.
12.
How about that?
That was pretty cool. That was pretty
Yes,
cool.
ma'am.
Cerveau, with you being the highest, everybody else is more concerned with the big dude that's standing in front of the door. Fang, you're concerned with people sticking their heads out. But Cerveau, you hear from inside that apartment a gunshot.
In the apartment.
In the apartment. As Fang, it is your go.
Okay. So I have a move of 5, so that's 5 squares.
You got it.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is as close as she can get. And do I have line of sight of Blue with Lucas right there?
I will say he's a tall man. Yeah, he doesn't have total cover. You know how weapons work. You can get him if you're aiming for him.
Okay, yeah. She's going to try to aim with her heavy pistol.
All right. And with you being that far away, you are 38. So that is going to be a 25 to hit.
Oh, jeez.
If you're trying to shoot him with a pistol. If you are not wishing to do that, you can use your action to dash.
Yeah, I'm going to use my action to dash. Because I don't think I can beat that. So that's an extra 5 then?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she gets right here. And then if there's someone peeking their head out that door, she's just going to say,
I need to move out of this apartment. And she just slams that door shut. And with that, is there anything else you'd like to do?
no, that's going to be it.
Lucas, you're up.
All right. I guess he take two more shots at Blue.
Go for it. Your DV to hit for your distance as a 13.
Okay. 5. Something more than that. There's math. 11 damage for the
All
first.
right, 11 damage as you do that. He is still up, but you are damaging his armor a lot as he takes that hit, and you almost see his like shoulder push back against the wall as you hit, and his eyes just go directly back to you, and you still get another shot.
Oh no, what was that? 17.
17 beats that 13.
9, 11 damage again.
Alrighty, 11 damage as you are slowly taking out that armor. And he is starting to get a little bloody as he is now seriously wounded, and you can tell like he's got these little bullet holes and you see blood seeking through that shirt. He now has a -2 to all of his actions, I believe. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Anywhere you'd like to move?
I think... Does it move up 5? Take 3. We'll go back three squares.
Alrighty. And you slowly... I shouldn't say slowly. You all hear that door open. And Red pops back up. The woman is back out as she comes through that door. Well, this isn't as nice as Doris, but this'll do. And she starts pulling out her handgun as well. But she does not get to go yet. It is now Blue's go, and Blue is not feeling good. So Blue is actually really pissed off and going to take 3 steps forward and aim again at Lucas. Both like almost like that angry walk of like just a man that's hurt and just has his gun aimed at you, and just as he's walking, pew, pew, with both of his. And that is going to be a 17 to hit, but you can evade.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is that like once, like a reaction sort of thing, or is it just I can do it anytime?
You can do it anytime. With a reflex of 8. You can try to evade.
Okay. Evade, where's you? There you were. The 19.
With a 19, you get out of the way, and then his next one is a 12, which
So
would
roll
not
for both?
hit. It wouldn't hit.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Both his shots go wide as he does not get those shots off, and he is just leaving a blood trail as he walks towards you. And with that, Cerveau, you are up.
Okay, so I see red drawing, and I see blue actively firing.
Yes.
I'm not a great shot. I'm just going to keep going for blue then.
Alrighty, go for it.
Well, first I'm going to move up. Use part of my movement to move. Actually, no, blue moved closer. So no, now we're in close range here. So I'm just going to go ahead and start firing at blue. Not targeted, just center mass.
Your DV is 13 to hit.
No, 12.
With a 12, that first shot goes wide, and you see it bust a light behind him as you miss, and little sparks come out. And take your second shot.
That one is a 13.
Alrighty, a 13 meets it, beats it. Roll your damage.
8 points.
Alrighty, with 8 points, you do that 8, and you slowly damage his armor, and that 8 is going to turn to a 6, as he is not looking good at all.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go 1. I moved 1. I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down that hallway. Just put some distance there.
Got it. And with that, it is now Fang's go. What would you like to do, Fang?
Okay. Oh. I think Fang is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. That's 5 diagonal.
You got it.
Cool. And then she is... So what is that, 20?
Yep, you would need a 20 to hit.
I mean, we can try.
Go for it.
All right, so that's handgun, D10, and ref.
Yes.
Okay. 17.
So close, but it just goes wide, but you can take another shot.
Just gonna try and aim. Oh, she's not even. She's aiming for blue, by the way.
Aiming for blue. Cool.
Yes, didn't even say anything.
Just squeezing them off down the hallway.
Just like, I don't know who's gonna get hit.
But one of you's gonna die!
18. Both shots.
Needed a 20. They both go
Yeah.
wide, but you're getting closer. You're getting up in there as a blue looks extremely hurt. And being the med tech that you are, you know he is on his last legs, but you still have her who is ready to go. And with that, Lucas, you're up.
All right. Let's see. He walked towards me, correct? Yeah, I did. Well, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna shoot him.
Go for it. You need a
11.
13.
All right, it was a 19. For, well, that kind of sucks. 6.
6 points. Alrighty. You can just tell he's about to bleed out with those 4 points of damage that you did to him because his armor was at a 2. One more hit and he's probably gone. As you can hear ragged breathing. It sounds like his lungs are filling. And like bullet holes just everywhere as he is just on a rampage trying to get to you.
All right, we'll hopefully take him out. 21.
Definitely beats a 13.
Where did I put my... Oh, they're there. 15.
All right.
couldn't-
15 points of damage. You take that shot. How do you want him to go out?
Probably hit him again just in the same shoulder, just to be sure that he hit and took out whatever that shiny object was. And just, I don't know, spin him around maybe?
All right. He takes that hit. You hit exactly where that pin used to be. And he just, like, that force slings him about. And, like, it just, like, it's almost like he does a slight somersault and then just lands face down on the ground as he is gone. And is there anything else I'd do on your turn?
Let's see, where is she? As long as that's 5, I think it is. So go right there.
Alrighty. So you're able to pew, and then move, and now it is her go. And she just sees y'all took out her partner. And she is just looking back and forth, not knowing who started it, but being closest to Cerveau is going to try to go for Cerveau. And she takes a step forward. 1, 2, and as she's walking, just tries to put 2 bullets into Cerveau for a, let's see, 16 plus 6 to hit. And that is going to be 13 points of damage on that first attack.
Okay, I have 11 on armor, so that's 2 points, and then it degrades.
And then it degrades. And then her second shot. 17 plus 6 to hit.
Are these in the body, by the way?
These are in the body. She's not aiming.
Okay.
3, 6, 7, 8. 8 points of damage. So your armor negates it.
Okay.
And that is her turn. As she is making her way to Cerveau. Cerveau, it's your turn.
Sorry, I forgot I was Cerveau for a minute. I just got shot. Give me a break. I think Cerveau is like, you fucking corpos take your job too seriously. And he's going to shoot at her.
All right.
Center mass.
DV's 13.
14.
Hits.
Oh, I got 2 5s, but not 2 6s. That's actually really good. I got 16 points of damage. 2 5s and a 6.
As you hit her, and it just sticks really hard in her side, and just you can tell it's starting to soak through. You have another shot.
She had that same glint on her collar.
Roll me perception.
16.
With a 16, you see a little bit more. She does have a little glint on her collar, and it's an insignia pin.
Can I tell what the insignia is from this range?
From this range, no.
Okay, I'll shoot her again.
All right. DV is 13 from your distance.
15.
15 hits.
11 points.
Alrighty. You are degrading her armor as you hit her again, and she stumbles back a little bit, but she is still up. With that, is there any movement you would like to make?
No, I'll hold my ground.
All right, holding your ground, Fang, it is your turn. Lucas, you're on deck.
Okay. Fang, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to move up 5 spaces, and she's going to try to shoot Red with her.
Pistol? PP?
Yep.
15
Yep.
DV.
All right, let's try it. $19.
19 hits! Go for it!
I have
Roll
to
it!
count on my fingers.
I do the same
Okay.
thing.
That is 36. 10 points of damage.
Nice. And you are degrading her armor as you hit, and she whips around towards you, and she calls you a profanity.
Say that to my face.
Well, I'm looking at it.
Shut up.
Take your second shot.
You got served, sucker.
Okay. Oh, I don't think this one's gonna hit. 6, 10, 16.
16
Oh, wait.
meets a 15, or beats a 15.
Oh,
So yeah, you
yeah,
hit.
that's right. It's 15. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Sick. 10, 11 points of damage.
All right, 11 points of damage. All right, not looking good, as she is now seriously wounded and bleeding and having a little blood pool from under her. She's just going to turn and look at you, and you get the sense you are the object of her desire right now. And Lucas, you're up.
All right. After the vicious name calling, I'm gonna take 2 shots at her.
Go for it.
16.
16 at your distance. Let's see, where are we currently? Would be a 15 to hit. Yep, you got it. So that hits.
Cool. 7 damage.
7 damage. Alrighty. Not looking good at all. Still have another shot.
18.
18 hits.
Yes. 11. damage.
11. How do you want to do this?
Does he also see her metallic pin thingy, or is she facing the other way?
She's facing the other way.
Oh. He tried to hit her in the same shoulder that for the guy where the pin was. Well, he doesn't know it's a pin, but he'd see if he could shoot through her and also destroy it, just in case.
Alrighty. As you shoot, you are able to shoot through her. Are you doing an aimed shot?
If then doing that would count as an aim shot, then no. But
Okay. You are able to shoot through her. You don't hit the pin, but you are able to. It's almost like it hits her center mass, and you can hear like bone crunching as it goes through her spine and like out the front of her chest, and then falls over and a slump. And you now have 2 dead bodies in front of you in an apartment complex with the cameras on.
Oh, that's right. There were cameras.
Are things quieting down?
You are out of combat.
Can I go up to Red and grab the pin off of her blazer?
Yes, and if you would like to know or try to recall, roll me a concentration check.
$12.
You don't like corpos, but you've worked with a lot. That is the insignia of a persona craft.
I'm going to pocket it.
Lucas.
How many cameras are there, and where are they?
Roll me perception.
Oh, yikes! I don't think we're gonna get to know where the cameras are.
Is it a crit fail?
Oh, it's -1.
You're so... That sound of that bone crunching just kind of like didn't sit right. And you look up and you're just like, ugh, and can't find the camera.
Cameras never existed. No such thing.
If we don't look at them, they're not there. All right, Fang is going to walk up to Cerveau. I guess we don't need roll 20 anymore. And she's gonna ask, "Are you okay? Do you need anything?"
I think I'm okay, yeah. One of them caught me, but you know, a bit of a nick, I guess. I've had worse. I would say I heard a gunshot in the apartment, though. So someone in there is either injured or dead.
Okay.
See if you can get these bodies on camera, though. I'm assuming you just got that firefight, maybe?
Yeah. Wait, what?
You were recording. Where was that camera located with that device?
The clip-on camera?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no,
That
I
was
put it
on
on
Cerveau.
me. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot I took it
Oh.
Yeah,
back.
that's why I was like,
This is me talking to myself. You're recording, right? Yeah. No, so I'm going to make sure I get the bodies and everything and just sort of walk around a bit. And then I would also tell Fang that I heard a gunshot at the apartment.
okay. So then Fang, hearing that, she'll walk up to the door and try it, see if it's open.
Door's unlocked.
She will step inside.
Alrighty. And before we go to what's inside that apartment, are Lucas and Cerveau doing anything?
I guess he would follow Fang, as in there is the mission. So.
Alrighty. And Cerveau.
Lucas, if you can help me drag these stiffs into the apartment, I might could clean up out here a little bit.
All right. So.
Or is... Actually, can I look around? Do I see another one of those dumpsters like on the 10th floor?
Perception check.
$15.
15. Yes, since you know exactly what you're looking for, you see another vending machine section that has the vending machines and has the dumpster in the very back. And with 15, you see a camera.
Okay, I was just kidding about in the apartment. Let's put him in the dumpster over here. I'll take
Sounds
Red.
good.
She looks lighter.
I'll start dragging Blue.
Both of you roll athletics.
$15.
She's light.
Yeah, this guy isn't. Athletics.
He's got a bunch of lead in his pockets.
6.
He is heavy. He is a
Yeah.
big boy. You feel like he's got so much cyberware that cyberware is wearing him down. He is a lot heavier than he looks, and he looks heavy.
Do I see Lucas struggling?
You went in the apartment.
Eh.
Well, he'd keep trying, since that's what Cerveau wanted to throw the bodies in there, so he'd just keep trying.
If you're keeping on trying, how are you making it different than your first try?
His first try, he was probably like, I don't know, just grabbing onto like the jacket or whatever he was wearing, pulling him by the clothes, and then the second time he'd probably swap and grab arms or legs or something.
Roll me another athletics.
From a crit failure to a critical success, thank God.
Nice.
Where? I just looked at you, athletics. Where'd you go? There you are. An even 20.
Even 20, yeah. It was the jacket. It was slick. His clothes were just, your kind of hands are extremely bloody now, and you just couldn't quite get a grip. But once you get under his arms and start pulling him, you start dragging him towards the dumpsters. But y'all are leaving a blood trail.
You could clean that up, right? You said? I hope.
What's the flooring made of?
It is concrete.
At least it's not carpet. So we dumped the bodies. I'm gonna grab the jacket off of Red. And yeah, I'm gonna just go rub it on any kind of blood pools, try to smear them around a bit, maybe soak them up.
Roll me a conceal with a -5 modifier. Because this is concrete, it's going into the grooves of the concrete flooring.
Okay. Critical success. Okay, so that's
Nice.
17 plus 6, 23 minus 5, 18.
With an 18, it's taking you a while, but you're actually managing to get a decent amount of it up. It's still there. You can't get it out of the creases and things, but it's not as bad as it was.
I'm gonna toss the jacket in the dumpster.
Alrighty, and when y'all are dumping these bodies and opening this thing, the dumpster is completely empty because it's almost like there is a chute, like an actual chute. So they don't stay, whatever you throw in there does not stay in the dumpster. It actually just goes out somewhere. You don't know where, but you have the bodies out of the chute. Probably a landfill in the back of the place.
I have one more question, then I'll shut up.
Ask as many as you want.
I feel like I'm talking a lot. Did I recall there being cameras in the apartment that Melanie showed us?
No
Or are
cameras.
they only in the
apartment.
hallway?
Only in the hallway.
Okay. I guess I'll go back to the door of the apartment and just sort of peek in and see what's going on. But I don't go in.
Alrighty. And what about Lucas?
He'd follow, but he'd actually go in like he was before.
All right. So Fang went in first. And Fang, you can tell that this used to be a nice little apartment. Used to be. Small, but a few luxurious amenities. You walk into an open living room area. There's a couch and a few loungers on the right with a coffee table in the center, a small kitchen and dining area to your left, and a door to the bathroom on your left that's a little closer to the main door. And then another door to the right that goes to the main bedroom. But as soon as you open that door, you are hit with a wall of metallic, scent, metallic, just overwhelming scent. And being a med tech, you know that is the smell of gore as it hits you. There is dried blood on the floor and pools of it. There's one in the kitchen area and then smearing like somebody tried to pull themselves away. And then another covering the living room couch. And I will say, as Cerveau and as Lucas walk in, you are met with the same scene. Is there anything Fang would want to do before they walked in?
She, I think, would probably be more taken aback. She would probably just stand there kind of like, shit. And then kind of turn back and say, this place is fucked up. But otherwise, she doesn't move.
Shit. Do we see any like bodies, or we just see like how bad is it?
You don't see bodies. The bodies were cleaned out probably early this morning, late last night when NCPD came in. But if you would like, you may roll me a perception check. And that includes
13.
everybody. 13?
Yeah, 13.
12.
Alrighty, so we're going to go in numerical order with a 12. You said you got a 12, Fang?
Yeah.
You can tell as you all are looking across this apartment, and it's glorified, whatever you want to call it. Like something brutal happened here the night before. But Fang, you can tell the person in the kitchen was trying to pull themselves towards the living room. And that smear is almost like it's trying to go towards the couch. Like somebody was just crawling. Like army crawl. Trying to get out. And you can tell exactly where they died. Because it just pools. They never made it out of the kitchen. With a 13, Cerveau, you're scanning around, looking to see if you can find anything. And it's just, it's this overwhelming scent that just hits you. And it's just awful. It's awful. You find a bloody kitchen knife that is covered in gore underneath the coffee table. Next to the couch that it has just, it looks like there's just a pool on the couch. And the knife was discarded underneath the coffee table. With an 18, Lucas is going to see a very small, Lucas sees all of it. And it's almost like Lucas is just processing everything that he is seeing at the moment. But you see a very faint and very small, like footprints that lead to the master bedroom.
At first, taking everything that was previously mentioned in, he doesn't react much. He probably does put his hand like up to his nose just to cover some of the scent, but he just kind of looks around. No facial response, but just kind of like, just nods like, okay, this, yep. And then he'd follow the footprints into the room.
All right. What is Fang doing?
So she doesn't see the footprints?
Mm-mm.
I guess Fang would probably just kind of start looking around the area to find, because we needed to find something, right? We don't know what it was. I guess she would kind of start looking for anything that might look important, suspicious.
Alrighty. And as you're looking for something that might look important, might look suspicious, Roll me a deduction.
Okay. Oops, hold on. Okay. That is a solid 20.
With a
Because I got a...
Did you get
I
a
got
crit?
a 10. I got a crit.
With that
So-
high of a roll, what deduction allows you to do is kind of put pieces together without coming to wild and obnoxious conclusions. Like you're able to put these pieces together realistically of what happened. And as you're looking over everything in this room, trying to find something suspicious, you are able to put together the person that was in the kitchen probably got hit first. And it was almost like it was quick. Person in the kitchen got hit, and then whoever this was immediately went to the couch, because it looks like the person on the couch never even got a chance to move. But you also realize this is some kind of crime of passion. Because this is just a lot of gore. And you being a med tech know that people don't bleed this much from like just one stab. And it was something or someone they trusted.
Okay. So, taking all of that in, she's going to continue looking for any object that could be of importance.
And as you're looking, you don't find anything, not in here. Nothing that stands out. Cerveau, what you doing?
So I see Fang sort of looking around, piecing things together. There's a gunshot in here, so I know that. And I guess they took the bodies off earlier, but there's got to be another body somewhere. I'm gonna start looking around for it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, were you talking to me or?
Yeah, I was talking out loud to everyone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Roll me
How can I
perception.
search for that? Perception, okay.
Mhm.
It's a 1, no. So it'd be 8 minus 9, -1.
-1. You're just kind of watching Fang do her thing and putting these pieces together.
This is not the kind of work I normally do.
And while that conversation's happening, Lucas, roll me a tracking.
Tracking. It's either a crit success or a crit failure.
Is it a crit failure?
No, it's a success this time. But oh my goodness, I will never roll a different D10 in my life. Let's see. Where is tracking? Let's see. Is that technique?
I think it's
under
the technique.
awareness skills. I see it. Top
Intelligence.
left.
Yep.
Oh, yep. Okay, awareness. Yep. Let's see. 18, 24.
All right, with a 24, you follow. They're extremely faint, like you can just barely see out the outline, but you follow these tracks and they go into the master bedroom and they disappear underneath the bed.
Okay. Now that he's in the room, he wasn't trying to be stealthy, but does he hear anything from under the bed?
No.
And these are like, are these like bloody footprints or yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess he would slowly go to the bed and I don't know if there's like a blanket or something in the way, or just if there's anything in the way, just kind of lift it up just to slowly see what's under there.
Alrighty. And before we get to that, I will say the rest of you do notice Lucas has gone into the master bedroom.
You got something in there?
I hope not.
Is it quiet right now?
Very.
Do we hear any movement or anything?
None.
Other than our own, I guess? I'll just be sort of like not walking around because I'm a little bit freaked out, but I'll be turning to try to get as much as I can on camera.
Fang, I think we'll start making her way over to the master, or where the footprints are.
All right. And as y'all make your way to the master bedroom and Lucas is getting to where the bed is and starts to peek under it, you very slowly pick up the, almost like a skirt, like a bed skirt. And when you do, you see a figure underneath the bed and a glowing blue eye staring right back at you.
Ooh. When he makes eye contact with the blue light, does it do anything? Because he would wait for the moment just to see if...
The blue light, half of its face is missing. But the blue light stares at you. This figure is fully metallic, with joints that are similar to that of a puppet or a mannequin. And it is dressed in butler's attire. It starts sputtering, and some sparks are coming out the side of its face. And half of its mouth starts to light up, like it's trying to talk. As you hear, and all of you will hear, except for one of you. I'm going to roll a d12. 1 through 4 is Cerveau. 5 through 8 is Fang. 9 through 12 is Lucas. This is our d12. And I rolled a 9. Lucas, as everyone else hears that binary talk, undistinguishable sounds, in the midst of that robotic noise, Lucas is going to hear, "Help me." And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Hey.
10 more minutes?
Yeah. We got time. It's fine.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much for watching session 1 of Homomachina. This is our very first time playing at Cyberpunk Red TTRPG, and we are loving it so far, so keep an eye out for session 2. Please make sure to check out our players' social media accounts. They are linked in the description below. They are wonderful. And if this is the kind of content you enjoy, please press that like button, subscribe, ring that bell, that way you get notified when session 2 comes out. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!